to bayire wa santimantamu ye Kumasi Central Market makusembi ene eteye no na panensi adija wane ade aso awonti no oba pani e wono na eda adwadefo nyina ano mekire Queen Mother bayirefo no ano eye maami yefo wa wono so da no tumbi ekire mu se no kurani wono no oyobi na eba humasu a no wonya ade wono ahu ne ho saa enti odu class no oja ye no se bayire ton maduma chede ene wa ton bayira bapem sambre no wacha se sa tu no mo hu bi da na ne pa se ene ya Ghana ye din o makobo besia a wo de ya dwuma a ye atwe wo mo ba besia ba ye so ne kwachi atwe ne se twitwiri na we mu nyina achi no na prakope so wo mu ntu sa de no kure ni se eden pa ento ba hima na no tumbi esre na asante hene se na dahroma wo mra mu fi se asem we de ebro wo mo so
eni ba bi so aye kro inti ya boko jano ya kan champion for say regional minister so on there you no peda brema ye claim meyo na peda brema won de debola ye kwa mu si no bi no nan ye nche ye set table ni amfa mo madaka ko so enu ti ni abra ya boko jano ye ti me kan ya do su dwai ni na ya do se ba ifo ko ye ni na oboa o mai baby an got sai on chere baby on chere baby e kwa na nya baby me here na makọ se me to dem kwa na so so tumi amenya dane a obetima pame ya to edwane e tetiri dwa no edwane e ba mu no na regional minister ni e won no mayor ni e won no debola ni e won no jiri ni e won no me kwa ni e won me ni e ma me ma me su Kumasi a subianche ni Kumasi ni aha na me from asai me ya wo ma tetema tumi Kumasi akwala me kwa from school dibisi kwa from dibisi wana mkoye kautu anam jaye
Enjobi akọ school class no wajai no aton bayira bapem afi a ye kasa yi anata se enya sem kuma wonim dwadie nim bayire dwadie nim se ne edwom nsem etie tinya wanwasa ye de Queen Mother ma no na obi a class 2 waja school na waton bayira up to ne o sole ya ade ya si tuna hoye media mba besisi wono mo wonso so awon kire on ba bia wo mo nko entima ne se wo mo ba boso petepe na wo mo ne eye asantimantem titi ukm e de abo ani se kwasiada se wo betu pa de ene wo fa budoza mesi wo na wonwiri wo mo nyina emfredwa no ene wo beti ase nipa eche ni nkan eye maami yefo wa wono na eda by the tonfo no ewo asantimantem eye Kumasi edwomu ne na eche ye bejira we so na ye de no pa no se kase ebo no asi na kings edo e krado ode agokansi etu aso ede amaye no achi no Bromfo nyina hene betena se na wode Ghana kasa ato aso ede amaye ntikoso a mafidie no ena ha medi ede osuani katachie afri fa madamase ama mo nyina mo anitia awisi madamase
enso mankwa enso yenkwa Nom Awake purified drinking water. Abujun swa eye kroji. Ensu ne ma wa hodede tena ho abribia. Kai se Awake bottle ba ku bi a wo beto no. Ye sika kakra de kon National Cardiothoracic Center. Awake purified drinking water. One for life.
For bulk purchase, contact 0262 351 251.
Nkratoi FD ahwehwemagia tumse eye.
Ebia na ope fufu, media mepetio zafi, wani jifugu ho pa. Kente na mepeo, utie high life, medie, gospel na metie. Ebetimi abase, yenjidi nyepe. Ya amamre ni amane ense ana sempo ya mo nton baako ana amanyoko baako we nyina nkoda no ye nipa ene omai baako a ye nyina so ya asumdwe entitiepa ene kroye ye nsonso ye maye ye sronkom se ye nkakasa baako de ena ye mo nton baako nanso ye kroye wo ye nsoronko ye mu no hye ye den se ye mai Ghana betumpon a esese ye boa no mane nyini ne senti na se wonhu sensemoni bi ekoso wo man mu na etia ye mra yasundwie ana yakro yempo a Pomoden sa obebo aposifo amane yenkan hu se tumi wo baako yem na moma yemma Ghana enni kan wo ye BBM sankai boy free National Commission for Civic Education for asye ena asye a ehwe bambo ho nsem bochidom.
Senya wo bo ku Kumasi Asante Kotoko eben wakoma no saa nso na ekuo no enjina faabu ahyo so edi bowo wabusua ene wedwapade nyina ho ban faabu ahyo a Star Assurance nsahye no edi comprehensive and a third party cover ebo wa hye nyina ho ban enu akire no ye de home owners policy ebo wo dan ho ban efri eja hyehye ho atorenchem ene ewisem ho eya kwantuo faabu ahyo etwa wo travel policy a ema wo kwamono ne eba asumdie jojojojo entibinia mo nje ben wo seko ne ya na nyanchechiremu na fa ho bedom djubedin ho ana frɛ 0507039891 Kumasi Asante Kotoko kuma prema apembeba Star Assurance your solid partner.
Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajibabia.
Nasia Kasia and common Seni Katache free for Senana Pabeta de Kasapa Kasia Bona de Bray. Niedu Suna ya Gudia Moon Saman and 7 episodes Nana Perry Abramo. Nana in summer a very Makutra Nana Pay. The Begremu our postmortem blasters are swear after see a lose to South Africa and Penford Dona and Casadana Perry in Chechimina Ebaba. Club lines is about no at the venue for the next season 2021-2022 season number. Now what would the encounter not as our share partner at all? And the Premier League coaches Nina Kone former Kuma Kumiansa the Dwidwamu could be at the moment. I shall say now send a city home 7 years Bebremo. Ye Remo Kumasi Asante Kotoko in some Abraham Natchez and Anam Passado and Sando Dona Baba Tuja, Yedimuchi Chimina Ababa. One man in your bedroom and Yampa, just after an international break, no, Lex Nina a bounce back. You bedroom Gemma Bonus League, you bedroom English Premiership League Syria, and Impono, a year other matches. Now, in the bedroom. When in Zambia, Diterika, and an appearance at the Brown Ghana Kasaswa Go TV. Over to your radio, sir, Kasapa 102.5 and 1 Ringo Quanti Pono Saben and Adam Kufa the feeling temper. Was a candy tackle in Portugal Radio 360 90.10 and also a band pipano, a Hantaman Rabban Building and a Radio 360 hour. Miami Digimedia no Chamidia the King's Ledu. And I say Kasapa and come out Tony Adamaje. Alas Kwenyan Kwa. And I'm Michael to phone out you there, Nana Pemde Abramo. Senator, I ever said someone said the 50 near near Roman, the 107 Abramo. Yes, someone said 50 now you hear the Amaran 7 to the Abroad and party young room. After saying the blast house of Ghana couldn't Kugu Nano, a Jura was South Africa. And the attempts and penny for Dona, and then some Dona Tuja. Now, the latest one about Uri friend Nilan Tivandapoe, former Minister for Youth and Sports. Now, Uri Edin Sama Tuja, near the Kano, Yibisano Cross, and now, Oshasan and Nema AC Equia. Hey, Black Stars, ni, Uni saying, Officer Nema Equidua Ghana for Yina, Ashana, now, and Chichimo Uri Nilan Tivandapoe, former Minister for Youth and Sports, MP, Ayo and some of the giant any.
The problem is the fact that as a country, as I said last year, I remember very well, we must sit down. Like this, I've heard Steve Kenny, the coach of Northern Ireland, say that 2022 World Cup is building a team for 2024.
Kasapa.
He said it openly. And that's why he assembled these players. So as a country, let's decide and say, look, this 2022 World Cup is not our objective. Our objective is 2024 or beyond. So we are going to build a team, prepare a team towards that tournament. So you start now. Once you conscientize people, once you have that objective, you know the sort of players you are going to invite, you know the sort of training you are going to develop, you know the sort of system you are going to play that will be more suitable to the team, and then you know even the technical people you are going to recruit to prepare them.
I don't know. Also, share. Anka young friends say the team say Anka aye walk up basu ewo aye kata to the Anka the young friend to etikra. Na mo no yen sha se nhye niam afoforo betumi aboa ama aye team na etumi afa no to pay for basa de bia kwa ne say tintina tin ose ekobidi a ene de bia edu ni sa na ebekọ. Nani o hwa aye pressure ene masa ne ma we nyina aba ana so say ene esi etie.
Intrinsic form of pressure because you look at the stature of the club. Once you get there, you know that you need to perform. There's no room for, there's no room at all to mess up. So that comes, and you also need to prove to the world that you are the best club in the country, African club of the 20th century, one of the biggest in Africa and in the world.
The problem is the fact that as a country, as I said last year, I remember very well, we must sit down like this.
And there should be an intrinsic form of pressure because you look at the stature of the club. Once you get there, you know that you need to perform. There's no room for, there's no room at all to mess up. So that comes, and you also need to prove to the world that you are the best club in the.
I don't know. Now, already Lantevanda point, yeah, funny seven and for Emra.
The problem is the fact that as a country, as I said last year, I remember very well, we must sit down.
It's not just like about the coach. The coach is making do with what he has. And I'm also aware that the coach is not the only problem. The influences are just too many. If we have a system where people are always pushing their players to be used as much as possible, so that their market value will always appreciate.
Is that what they call the agency collapse?
Yes, it's there. And
that's real.
Oh, it's real. It's not something that I can say existed in about 25, 30 years ago. Because those days, this issue of agency and the Ghanaians were not too much exposed to professional football out there. So we have many of our players, a few players had the opportunity of going out, like Mohamed Polo, Francis Komi, and the rest Kasapa went out at that time. Sometimes very difficult time. Even Abedi Pele himself had to go through Gabon and all those places. So it wasn't that distinct. But today it's so pronounced. People are making business out of football. And so they always they see footballers like poultry, products. They have to make sure their chicken looks good. Their chicken is the one that has to sold at the Christmas market. So they are so much interested in that. But those days that wasn't the principle.
Nilante Vanda Penalty so the seven honorable share. Oko everywhere eba ne selection of players and influence no ho pop obi a person de ne akokɔ ba e say so timi de na akokɔ ne ba na otumi ko gina from no so obo ne ye a ene ye beto ne tedu a na tesa akwa so kodwo de ne ba ya de ne ba o si ni nyina ka ho na ma tese ne niama enko de wa o say si ko no ba we ne se na ni uhwe players so ekite ya emnu bi abesin ko na uhwe the likes of Michael Essien nom Steven Tonada Pure like Kingston nom uhwe o say kufo no ma na tese omu di omna so pe nei ye players na se omu nse da nyina omna so sa ana so office no so eka ho ena nei ama niama enko de wa ye pe nana.
I think with a few people because I watch the match critically. We have some. Danamate is wonderful. Boache Adam. I have this local boy that I think that I didn't know why he was in the team. He plays for Accra Great Olympics. He plays at the right fullback. Is it Ashia Bios? I've forgotten the name. Wonderful player. Wonderful player. In fact, I saw his type years ago when we had Aruna, when we had Aruna Yusuf, and then Ernesta Powell. That sort of player. I've seen this young boy Hamza from Steadfast. I've seen Yeboah, who came in the match in this. Wonderful player. We have some wonderful players out there. And I think we should just put them together and think about 5 years, 10 years, and see what results we'll get. Because these boys we are using, Wakaso, Abedi, and the rest, our council, there are people that we put together from 2010, from the under 20. So you cannot expect them to continue to perform at the optimum after 10 years. What were we doing when we knew that just as the face of the Suleiman Taris, Michael Essence, Stevie Appears phased out, these people will also phase out. In phasing out, what is the alternative?
No. Omu film no alternative na ne de any place and ye do ma ba. Any omu tumi po omu to sa na chese ne asoshe pa na aba. We erin chechema former minister for youth and sports MP for Odododo constituency Honorable Nilante Van Der Poel. He's a former mobile. Yes, he Phantom School, you know. Na sa respect na ho eno in sama Nilante Van Der Poel abetuja na ye Nilante Van Der Poel yemro mo Imanu Ajimambadu ni Kanika or your Blasters player mapa former Kumasi Asante ko former Break Kumasi na papa yi abrante din sima betuja o say ono de office siki akono ye kase ye mpamo no ye oside bi abotre ya dwebre.
Don't have a lot of details. All those no I know Mokasa, which is normal. Obi Amabo national team for 10 years or 9 years today. Obviously, I know some undercurrent works there. It would team Nana never be able to team which but right now, no, I don't know a lot of much. See, timing, no, I don't think you're right. The sense only say you qualify so far. Niamana, I consider the kind of but looking at the technical team, no, would be the mamma make a hobby. Nico Jajima, America, coach make a hobby. Maybe a bit like I say, if they can hold it because if they are calling the head of the head coach in India, that means so the appointment is Obia can movie, technical team can movie, assistant can movie. Obia can move, but then they can kind of only choose to go for no pursue judgment here by the boss. I think still or which mayor, man. Well, born I said, I just goes now, yes, and football, they can never mean in here. The born and yes, that goes in the bar, which Uncle Fobe jet.
Zimano Ajimambadu ne Kenika, and out is all the son was a ghost in about crowd and Kagana for Jadum. Now, Yima, where dear? You see a place and one basemo any local place you munya kwa mobi foreign for suba and akwa yebo achibidi na yima san same way in ekosi ade na baka fast a place here che somebody ombono turkai.
When it comes to qualifiers here, there is certain kind of players to do which you will need them to play the qualifiers. When you are going to World Cup, obviously you need some experienced players and some people who play in Europe for that kind of abroad life. But African talent with African qualifiers with AFCON Cup, you need a certain kind of players. I agree, but not in the qualifiers the pressure won't say because like I said, some are Nemo Brukumasna, now Obia Chelsea, Juventus, and any omo. National team. You could see now or mama I used to look at the chance. But Menyasho was enough coach, qualifies to say Ivory Coast and Cameroon. Now my selection or how because I do and go fit here to that time. But so our qualifiers to be now in the secretary for a year and a year. Obama that is US not the our friendly matches to be which is very important, but at times friendly matches is not too much important than the qualifiers. Then he will give the Ajimabadu and local boys now. They need experience to have that feel of the blaster jersey and that courage now. Ohinya or blaster, but they are more that courage with the friendly matches with some matches in there and said that any too high profile. Now, also do qualify as a pressure woman. Boy na again everything na
NFA ma yima bibia ni we betumi aba na yima no Ajimambadu ni Kanika ina ote so de nsam ne ba no anidi ba ko so e sha de kam tournament o se so one man akwanya na se eba big match na o de ko gina ma ina se na obehu open no saa pepepe na obenya no eno ni nsam yima na Ajimambadu ere aba yemro mo club football na ne amposa aye chief executive officer de ma Kumasi Asante Koroko no ni ebisanza na ne ya pressure or power.
And there should be an intrinsic form of pressure because you look at the stature of the club. Once you get there, you know that you need to perform. There's no room for, there's no room at all to mess up. So that comes, and you also need to prove to the world that you are the best club in the country, African club of the 20th century, one of the biggest in Africa and in the world. So you need to prove yourself.
I see.
And then, of course, you need to satisfy the fans. And for Kotoko fans, Barreto, if I'll quote Barreto, he says, second is the first of the last. So you don't want to be second. For Kotoko, you cannot be second. That cannot be your ambition. And if you want to be first, it means that there's always going to be pressure. And of course, as management, you want the team to perform. You want the technical team to perform. The board wants the management and every other department below it or beneath it to perform. Of course, the Meshia Palace wants us to perform. So it's a whole new board.
When summer na pose pressure na ho na pressure na ho no ene efi quarters ni bebre obi a person e so mo ye modwuma yi menhia eye otokoko so eye otumfo say tutu pressure be fi ho kakraba ebi so be fi supporters ho ebi so be fi eye board wonti ene pressure na kakran na ne na nse jovo so e the pressure gum na ne na tesa social bopa ni na eye ade e ho na so no kakran eye ade on be di omdwuma ma ne ma tumi akwena yesi kotoko o manager Edding pop no cry say kotoko management Edding.
Okay, I won't mention the name, but I've had one person who's managed this country say that. So who am I to doubt him? You know, somebody who's run this country said that to me before. It's not supposed to be difficult, but as I said, multifaceted. And Kotoko has got elements of everything. As I mentioned, religion. You know, you may lose a match and you don't know how that affects people. Somebody can call you in the middle of the night and weep just because you lost a match. I once met a man at the airport, and as soon as he saw me, started kneeling down, pleading with me that we should win a match. I was like, you know, it's a football match, for Christ's sake. But at the end of the day, it's their heart, it's our heart, and we need to do everything to make them happy. You realize that there's depression around, there's so much going on, and these things make people happy. And I know how you behave when Man United loses. So.
No. Also, on mobile, the name of no. Your former president John Ejekum die Wokufo wakati da. Sasa ndokoro pressure wo ho papa na management ding. Na no mpeso bobo ni din. E so one ne edutwe nkomo wakati say nti so peso ye nkwade a. E no so otumi gina ne na so se edu ba bi a. O se de bi no tukwan e wo okopie mu e wo airport no du ho no. Obi hu na obu nkotoju enum katense masa we de mesre wa match we nkwa de bomode na de nkuniman na de nkuniman ya bebo ye pa a tese na ne amposa de sanse no betudwa ye de ema na no pena ana since we players do so na moto miensa anase na anase enum.
Definitely we need to beef up the team, and it's a very delicate thing to do. Many times people think just bring in players. No, I still maintain that our team was the best, considering all that we went through. Any player that is coming, very much so. Listen, I've been reading rumors that we've gone to chase this player, we didn't get him. It's not true.
You haven't chased any player?
Our targets are still intact. Our targets there are players.
How many players are you targeting?
Let me make this point. There are players that use Kotoko to sell themselves. So they use their bloggers and their friends in the media to say, Kotoko is chasing me. Then they end up at the Olympics. And they said, Kotoko didn't happen this way. But it happens, all over the world.
Yeah, it does.
When I was an agent, we say, man, you want that player.
And it's not true.
So you want to put him in another club just to, beef up the price and all that.
So how many players are you targeting? Not to mention the names.
We're targeting between 5 and 10. 5 and 10 because there are going to be departures. There have been departures already. People's contracts have ended. Some didn't perform to the level we wanted.
So you're getting rid of some of the players.
Of course, some in those whose contracts have come to an end. Some we are trying to renew. Some we've renewed. Others we don't want to renew. Which is normal. There are others whose contracts are coming to an end that we don't want to renew because, of course, you do the appraisals. Look at
they didn't give you value.
No, we did not in the last season, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are Komotwitwa Abrantia friend and Amponsa on a star chat Mami Otanaso your colleague Nana Abanamwa no ne twitwe nkomo eda ukwada ɛwɔ star chance so na ne amposa de sanse mu nyina ɛde to dwa na no pay yɛde sanse no so ɛda mo na yɛnwura mu ɛwɔ Ghana Premier League yɛnyampa 2021-2022 season na ntibi ɛbɛsa ase na ɛyɛ club license board na kwa probo ɛma clubs no so ɛde baabi a venues a season we se ase a ɔmode ɛbɛsi aka ho na de aba to dwa ɛwɔ de Accra Sports Stadium teams bɛnsa na bɛyisu ɛyɛ Accra Lions ɛbɛyisu ha saa so ɛna opiem Hearts of Oak ɛbɛyisu na Accra Great Olympics ɛbɛyisu Lagos Cities yes ɛhwɛ bibia tumi ɛkɔyi a omokwa kopie mu e Dansoman Alhaji Slide Tete Park no mokwa kosi akwan ho Dream Service be isu de theater dreams no e Dewu West African Football Academy wafa omu yisu eye Soga Kope Park na teso omatumi abo na mu other alternative no se ehwa anye ya omokwa kopie mu e Kwando na mokwa kosi akwan ho na upie mu Elimina Sharks so a eyade omde papa kosi New Sports Stadium e ato na alternative eye Keko Sports Stadium upie mu Karela Football Club a omso omesi akwan e Camp Park eye Cosby Memorial Park no ewe nyina se na se ho so amma so a ombepiem ewo Cape Sports Stadium aba besi aka ho Medium Sporting Club no ewo takwa omuso ma ne se Akon Park no besi aka wo takwa ne mo ho entumi amma so a eyade a bia omde aba no eye Cape Sports Stadium ho no bobo na bibia so atumi akoka so kama de amomo bibia ne Gold Stars ne omaba bepiem ewo eye league eye Premier League no mo omuso mo party se eyade omo besi omaka ewo Dance Park no bibia ne no amaso mabie mo hinahini na mo ba be si aka ho Oboasile Class Sports Stadium so Ice Gold omse ho no be si o makan omo de baba yara ay alternative Kumasi Asante ko kuma pima baba omso baba yara na fidie enyam pena bibia tuto be si o makan ho ne mo alternative no Oboasile Class Sports Stadium King Faisal omso baba yara na baba yara maso na na me yaw park ho na be ko so sa so na ukopiem a 11 mothers so ose nana Beche United eda aba so musina na eye fosuji abo park no ewo Bechem hono be so makan alternative no eye suane coronation park eto so sa opiem a eye ohina me park no etachima 11 wonder some de aba nemu no alternative no ena na fosuji abo Golden City Park no ye brekum omo so de aba mpate brekum che so me si aka nemu no amaso a o se ade ya Juma Bedu Park no do ma no be si aka no ne eto so biem no eye Diana Stars so de aba se na o se ade ya Juma Bedu Park no do ma hono be si aka no alternative the Golden City Park and Red Tamale United same say jata omse Aliu Muhammad Sports Stadium no be so maka Tamale no amaso a ombokwa kopim wale AstroTurf no so ho ono mokwa koso maka nti wey ene bia enyame pa 2021-2022 season no se bibia nsi na nyame ama wey any venues a enyampa Ghana Premier League matches no ebetumi akoso ho ena na pa yede ho nsem no brom yen kwama na ni tew ne yen so de na mum na ndra eyade a Okowu United etumi appointed new board of directors omo mba beboa na Okowu eniama etumi akoye kama papa ede amomo na ya nua ye bra ba ko Samuel Animado Samuel Animado na nei omo pa no so no enya board chairman fama Okowu United ne omodi omjuma kama bibia so etumi akoso owura your friend Kingsley Ado ono Adofo Ado ono be secretary ho ya obin ono financial director ya obin ameke ono so another Moba 99 ono so ka kobo ahwe na bibia etumi akoso yemano akoto banfo ono be marketing and corporate affairs director and a branch of Prince Barton operations manager we nsese they are sibre ekwamo aboaten ekoma hene ede aba nei yere ho nsem no edam to United asase aba yentija yete koso na ye enei omatumi ede nsema ba yede mamone anopena Frank Faito so English Premiership yes na yen content English yen kwa manoni yen ko for na for English Premiership no to so nyampa na otwe ya legs no bounce back ni na English Premiership da so eno na anopay yede mamu yedi kan yen hwe okay yes La Liga na se ukoma Levante any rival kan na bom Aleko Bobo omne Team fan Mallorca and ebo Espanyol and Atletico Madrid ebo Osasuna name Valencia and ebo Cudés and Real Sociedad ebo Real Madrid omne Getafe and ebo Upiema Tesani Leche omuso mujina kono ne Tesani na no betu akoso na otwe da kwesiara Espanyol sana mekano omne ma Atletico Madrid na edacho ada matches no bi so ho na Granada and Real Betis na ebo a ho nsem no yede yemamo yefu a yenkopiemu ewo German Bundesliga na otwe ye matches dodo na ho ba answer the Korean the English Premiership. Crystal Palace and Tottenham Hotspur ebo Arsenal and Norwich ebo na someone say
adwuma be dimu mo batenka na uyo Brentford omne Brighton over me babo Leicester City and Manchester City na babo Manchester United ni Newcastle na babo na we be match be edika Cristiano Ronaldo ba be je be say akan na otu aso ekọ anima eyade atese ne opiem a Southampton West Ham babo Watford and Wolverhampton babo Chelsea and Everton babo Leeds United and Liverpool and Everton and Penley ne baso edatuada yempio mo jema bonus lega na yenko yenim ten se bre no ko dia na yewramu e wo de jema bonus lega no enyam pedatena match edimu pa no eno yenwramu e early ano Lorient and Lille and about PSG and Clermont and about AC Milan AS Monaco Omni Marseille and about Montpellier and Saint-Etienne about Bordeaux and Lille and about Bas and Angers and about Mainz and Toru and about Salzburg Piedmont Rennes and Rem about Nantes and when Tima your friend Nice and about Hunsavno Yadi Amamon Yanku and German Bonus League and Tatan Family and Sorosudia na Chelsea Romo the German Bonus League and na Yadi and Equator now matches that's memory than the SRC FC Union Berlin how many Osbeck and about Hoffenheim how many Mainz and about Bayer Leverkusen how many Borussia Dortmund about Freiburg and FC Cologne about Gutterford, Omni Wolfsburg, RB Leipzig, and Bayern Munich, and that question, Antwerp for Stuttgart, Bochum, and Hertha Berlin, and Borussia Mönchengladbach, Omni Armenia Berlin for the ball. Aha, any of them will see and Anna Permuti and Car, I want Kasapa 102.5 FM, also, and I'll take us again, it's a grand Peter Radio 360.9 FM. Osha o TV na go TV na na pay yare nsem na ebabada me dey Kingsley na sekese enkoma Tony Adamajales kwanya kwa market for na change me dey na pay me dey Abraham na sekese pa enkoma Frank Ochre saso na ko fante ene abrante bobo o mina bobo eche ma chese na bibia kwokama na sekese pa nko eye the guitar rasa Kwame B ono eye programs manager Kasapa ene Go TV saso Charles na Debra ono business manager Go TV ene Kasapa 102.5 FM omina eye executive producer Sabre akwa area mamu bia nko ye bi boni bia adadwada ye be san ba abre this sports update e ba makom 620 pepe ye be san no more that now 10 to 12 ye di dwem ye di Kasapa Sports Stadium e be bremo Brian ba for we take over e the Ghana Kasa Atlas no more happy birthday Kasapa enkoma inshaba kwa me de ne eye wawoda ene we di mfie makoma akwa edu Yankopon na yesre inshira e de amount we fu ne resi afimi ho chese ne anuanum ni na ene chese onuanum na omo we show happy birthday so ena eye oye aye Chibu Akoman ene eye wawoda wenya mfie enum ene na woso odi wawoda inshiraba Chibu Akoman enti ene happy birthday no ebe ye de pa me de mo asi brohin ba fo wa eto aso makra mo
well, let me that. You know, say we they make late where they make at the wedge.
Oh, Charlie Kwabuna, it no be me, oh, no be me. It be the program I they watch for that my new HD Plus decoder I got to. Solid stuff, I tell you. It they allow me make I enjoy my favorite local TV channels in razor sharp, high definition quality. It be 5 times better than SD. Everything make clear. What? It check like I did their song and channel selection. A1. I mean, I can scroll sad to see what each channel will show even 1 week ahead. Plus, I go fit preview the channels before I go watch you. Charlie, this is the power to select what you want. They spoil them for me.
You too can watch your favorite local channels feely in true HD quality. Look sharp and get yourself the new HD Plus decoder and experience world-class television at an affordable price. Existing multi-TV customers do not require a new satellite dish. For more information, visit hd-plus.com.gh. HD Plus, the feely experience.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Accra to London, the main night of Cap Farm Ghana Music Awards UK. Coming to you live from the Royal Regency, 501 High Street, North Manor Park, London, E126. Who wins what? Did you vote? Come to Royal Regency on Saturday, 9th October, 6 p.m. sharp, and experience an awards night with a touch of class and excellence. It's the Cap Farm Ghana Music Awards UK. Are you ready? Stop. Performing on the night from Ghana, AMG Medical, Aquabwa, Familia, Kache, Mr. Crew, Sefa, Ohima Messi, Wiyala, Miss Bell, Dope Nation. Oh my God! From Comerica, Kofi Jamal, Quaco Darlington, Jackie. Not forgetting our UK homeboys. Drums, Atopan, Reggie and Bowling, Flo King Stone, Osai Kofi, and many more. Performances supported by Davidson Band. This year, London streets will shake as the African stars come to town. Media partners are Gold TV, GH1 TV, Kasapa FM, Star FM. Sponsors, Kept from Ghana Limited, Nanakobo Ventures, World Remit Money Transfer, South Protest, JL Properties, Trustline Properties Limited, NACO Property, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel, and powered by Alodia and West Coast Promotions UK in partnership with Pan African Society. Okay, get ready for the action and thrilling performances. Gates open at 6 p.m. sharp. Look like a star, feel like a star on the red carpet. Capcom Ghana Music Awards UK, recognizing the achievements of our musicians. Inspired by music, let's go!
It's time to believe in you. We are changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. And in the valleys, keep your head up high. Dare to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, yeah. Believe it, you can achieve. Puma, oh yeah. Clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make we set the place on fire. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Kasapa.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
If you know me, Genetic Services, the gospel at Jobto for Melkukudam. I can't the women in worship. Jumedie Abramo. Na afidie ebeye krabeshekra. Asente de Jumedie suye. Adumu chefa. The Grace Experience. Beshia VGMA Artist of the Year. Dinah Hamilton. Any a Jobto for Kukudam efi Nigeria biti se. Mercy Chinwu. And na Judy K. Afufro Binsu Ekahuye, Florence Obinin, Celestine Donko, Daughters of Glorious Jesus, and na Obapa Christi, Kayo Edano Yekwesiada, September Bosomi, Nideto Sudunku Wafi Yemu, UPSC Auditorium, Madina, non nai pepe penejumediene fitiasi. Ticket ya 70 Ghana cedis pay. Muye mienu dia mot suedi 120 Ghana cedis. Ubenya ticket ibi atowo. Airport Shell, Bachona Total, UPSC, and now www.myticketsghana.com. VIP and now ticket reservations be also a friend 0248-810-396. Women in worship Jumedie, ya boa for ye, Fortune Rice and na onga. One be so yasene Fright oil, Electroland Ghana, Fun Milk, Unilever, ATL Fabrics, Better Mold, Awake Purified Drinking Water, ABS Collections, Verma Accessories, Ophelia Crossland, and na Econon Entertainment. Media Partners, EIB Network, Women in Worship. Oba Uwane
Kasapa FM. Kasapa FM. FM. Kasapa FM. Kasapa FM.
Yummy
pato yenya hotoso obade atwede ampo Nyankopɔn no sɛ wobetimi ayɛ ɛyɛ gidie faith and yes yenya awo body atwede ampo Nyankopɔn no without faith without belief enya de sɛ betimi abam ni enya sa gidie ne ahotoso ɛwɔ body atwede ampo Nyankopɔn no sɛ wotumi adi nyinaa ya wɔse adi nyinaa bedi aboayen ne bewie yie Mebacho fi samre ya kopim sa no nkro bebo eye Ghana kasa dwumadie ewo Kasapa 102.5 Ago TV so nie media de bono hene ba fo wa. Thank God today is Friday. Enya easy from Monday to Friday. And the Friday ni dru say ya aya sedane ye ni anije ana so de mo bo ade atwede ampo Nyankopɔn no wase na wode anije ni ahosepe ekɔ bo ade atwede ampo Nyankopɔn anim mebacho na yankinkan bibi every Job 8 verse 5 Job 8 verse 5 wase dia wo pa bi ya akɔ Nyankopɔn anim mebacho Job 8:5 the Bible ni sesi ani yankinkan kakra wo kama ni yefe wo kama ni yedekeke wase dia wo hwa bi ya akɔ Nyankopɔn anim wan kan tro se dia ohwe no konipa ho wan kan tro se kosofo ho wan kan tro se kodunsini ho wan kan tro se fa wotu sika so wan kan tro se fa wotu adwuma so wan kan tro se fa wonsa so demirfam wase dia wo hwa bi ya no hwefiri Nyankopɔn ho no be kentene ne ho Nyankopɔn be sori agina na wasase no na yeketoa wa wie ye be yekese me pa Job 8:5 baby I me da pa ye 7 no Job 8:7 no wase se wasase ne so a wa wie ye be yekese ana no pede me ka tro nyina nsa no pa na brabo no ma yeden enu awie ne Nyankopɔn pagya ne nsa samre na nipa mu ka kire nipa se beduru bre mohumi afere wo be simuti ase wo manim no bo ade atwede ampo Nyankopɔn beto pono atamfo anim anti Germany pampre Germany panko woni nipa ni competition o Maudie nyina nya mpaibo if say Job 8:5 aka kire yen se ye de ye mpaibo si ya behwehwe ye bebisa firi Nyankopɔn ho na we nokafo se wo bekentene ne ho kakra ma ye ne ya hyase na ye keto ye wie ye be ye kese me patro bia na adwuma na hyase ye ketoa ka kire wo ho se enne ne ye ketoa eda wo kire be ye kese tomorrow by this time Echina sisemre na Nyankopɔn akasa wae enti jai wo suni avreho ja benedie no na fani nyina ya mpaibo cast all your burdens unto the Lord Almighty na ka kire nipa se nipa wo nye Nyankopɔn die nipa ya ne nipa wo nye Nyankopɔn Nyankopɔn jaya na asai Nyankopɔn kana nutuma na asa Nyankopɔn ankobia na wuntimi nko Nyankopɔn amabia na wuntimi ma Nyankopɔn ka say it is finished asa nipa ntimi nya ho hwe but once Nyankopɔn na ka kire yen na wa hye yembo Job 8:5 says sabe yan hwehwe onu Nyankopɔn yemfi ya bisade ento nanim no bekentene ne ho ya hyase na yeketo a ya wie ye be yekese a ye wa hotoso Nyankopɔn no me ba tobedi ade bono hene ba fa wa aye Ghana kasa dwumadie bisamre ya kopem sa no nkro bebo enche bia de kan pen dwumadie bebro ye be contract anu na fe ne abedwafo atena se atwetwe nkomo. Good morning.
Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajibabia. Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajibabia.
Baby a pemena e kama kuma pa wose se wa hyase ne sa wa wie ye be ye kese awade no ahyase no enkoye challenges abam enye smooth aero me patro kuma to yem na search Nyankopɔn Job 8:5 me patro adwuma na sei adwuma na ebisi basa wodi ane se hwehwe Nyankopɔn kira kwan adwuma na hyase na esei a na wie ye be ye kese na no pay abrabo no aye rough enye smooth ma akwanto na wutu wa abrabom no aye twitwi obstacles bebre tribulations bebre ayo suni avreho Nyankopɔn se men kanchiro Job 8:5 se men kanchiro se wa hyase ni so a wa wie ye be ye kese era wo chena tomorrow by this time e be ye sidie e ba twenche bia de kan pen djuma die bebre
Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajibabia. Kasapa 102.5 FM Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajibabia.
Right, I'm not society can pay into my dear bro. I think one can where Kasapa 102.5 Facebook Live. I Kasapa 1025 FM. Dot to be anyhow. Ubet me DH Facebook Live. I walk Kasapa 1025 FM. Facebook Live. I Ago TV. Facebook Live Ago TV. Me ba to bet me di machi bunu hene bafo wa. Ubet me like page no a share. Send be ya unu aso bet me nya bi ahwe. Ha na Ghana kasa. Ha na yesa utie. Mami mo achibio na mimisa se empom etisayin eno so sa yade kan pain dwumade brɛwo ɛwɔ Ghana kasa dwumade so na ya twetwe nkomo afa ye wumasua ho education maybe abetimi akonanimu a education enti waman a 1% wabe build the human resources build the human capacity sa waman no so fa man bia won fa umasua enya de se yes significant ma wo man no ana important ma wo man no sa wo man no okwa benesim wokwa awrehuom wokwa sumu enti wo man like Ghana you believe in human capacity building human resources you need pre our education ya nya brisa ya wumasua betimi atumpon na etimi agina ne na so ana eno ne asembisa ya bisa na no pay MPP are buying promises awode ma Ghana for di mirika connect am koto aba am asking mampan na don kokufa do say de fa wumasua ho no ehe na afa Honorable Aduchum Minister of Education one deputy minister of education buoni gidi ane ya womo omo se ya woma so betimi apagya makoduru ba bia ese koduru no ehe na afa ba bia ye benya sika die ene hia ye nsempanyimfo enti ye di sika ne wi a ye mfa ho sa woma so ya so ye no bedi agu se teaching and learning be koso ye nwene hu bio ye sika ye padie eho na hia ye. Now, you see a match for laptops. Come on. Laptops, no, I see the match for no. GS, Ghana Education Service, and then I gratify say, 1,831.74. TNE, 1,831.74. Sana GS for the gratify. Send laptop no back no. Now, CCT4, any deputy minister of education. I say 1,550. And the Ghana Education Service, any deputy minister of education, why na cannot cry answer Ghana for ye pesika dientino, ya nun timin ko benkrum. Sa laptop ya banani swadi hunani say, sa COVID-19 eba ye timin ko classroom ko chira dientino, ye nya laptop, ni amfa software nguso. Send a bay at a chaff on bet me and laptop no at radio. Schools internet become a fantastic idea. Sa laptop no, ya say a compulsory, set teacher Nibia and Sakabi, ya bet it every teacher no, na catch him. Many problem. But as a base and say, Uko market, sa woko to sa laptop noa, yet on saying, sa laptop ya kase, 1,831.74. Uko market sa woko to, 420 Ghana cedis. 420 Ghana cedis, for Christ's sake. Yam paying for any dear bro. For Christ's sake, yam paying for no any mre sa wo boy and sa wo mine. Jomu bedi ne hiomo. Laptop a uko kromua. Sabi preduasa ya turn 420 no ene ya paying for ka kire en say sa laptops no ya kofa bia ma kire for na ya turn no 1,831 shame nyet sa de we ho sa laptop yi kura ya ka no ho asemi ene brand bia ya wada ya wa hwan ya wa Sony ya wa hwan sa laptop na ese come teacher for no brand ne ya den ya si teacher mate 1 yeah. And go here. Laptop no, you see a friend is saying, I say, teacher mate 1. Teacher mate 4. Yempa laptop e what brand the kura no a ye betuma ka se akoto Dell ani akoto Sony enti ni Sony ne boy say na ye bu amanfo fa so na aban fa akira be ka kire yen se wo tua 70% of the cost of the laptop is say ya aban ka kire se wo tua 70% enti no ye mo yen se man pipi aban laptop aye 420 Ghana cedis no wo to ma teacher ni no 1831 na wo se ka kire yen se wo tua 70% laptop ben ya wo si teacher mate 1 na adia no kura no ye ne nhyɛ compulsory se teacher ni bia nya bi no teacher ni ono kita laptops mienu ɛyɛ nhyɛ se kyenkyena akye ye man laptop ni ye de te no ana so adentia yen kan kyerɛ for ne se teacher ni awɔ laptop no fa laptop ne bra na yen fa software no engu so ma wo na fa kɔ kyerɛ ade common sense dansi e bɛka se kyenkyena akye ye twa laptops no ne ade ma kyerɛ for no na eno kura na hia na ena syllabus akọ school mu textbook any school mu education minister mon kan tira du twum se syllabus na wo school num no textbooks be na church fund be ka ho na mo de atira de wo schools num go to the basic level textbook single textbook enko schools num as ya the syllabus akọ textbooks any school num ya see ma laptops chenchina ya chen ye benya kakredi laptop 420 ye turn 1831 ya nyene textbooks ya de be ko schools mu ama nkura afa nkura de asua de practical work wom teacher ni akura no betimi atena se na wo man nkura na practical work what textbooks num we are not thinking about that we are thinking about kakra ebedie we are thinking about selfish interest your fu and hia yen ana wo wani chire schools ahudo mu a yeni academic calendar ade ya me yana ya mawreho no ya wani before bebre one people mo ebe book and people for mu book enti ma mo nya mo sua no say obi akoto take away mu no ma basa sa academic calendar yeni bi wo schools no ya ka academic calendar no a the state atre say bia busumi we enkra be makwan busumi we enkra be come midterms busumi we enkra be resume aba school mu busumi we be break kakra no e bi ni school no enti ya tenase ya na aduane san wo school no mu a ni abo kran e di asam a ya makwan enti asat now akura na wo school no no wonim da ye makwan wonim da ye bie school enti akura no ya man kwan no obetena fie so a wonim da ye bie abanu wo se wa ready say sika ready a no aka wasane communication o ya bie school ntino obi ambra school sane run school sane run education proper planning proper running of our educational system saying ye no the standard practice and ye practice ya na saying ye person almost ya no ekokodura na say the any calendar bia ye any biara time e be exams yenim awufo ofia se nkra makwan nkra na ebe kofa aba free tamale e de asem ese o mama kwan mi hu akra na awufo nim say ye makwan po ya de be duru fia no aya adeso awa awufo so time e be bia school kra na yenim ye ni academic calendar ye ni textbook you are thinking of computer laptop obenye sika di wo ho eno na mpanyfo dwene ho minister of education classrooms and nkra betena enne ba bia wo man Ghana ni afie aduri nkra tena duase for Christ sake esua ade ba bia man Ghana aduru uko ba bia nkra te duase nkra wo dan na shakam ebetime buagu nkra no so akum nkra no nkra no papa wo mo maame no they pay tax they are taxpayers they deserve better ya nwina no ho school feed na aduane akra be di kra ya sem ano ya nwina ho we are thinking about laptops teaching and learning materials e be in school ho and teaching na dey tira watch no abstract teaching and the therefore be concentric approach from the known to unknown akra na so hu ade teacher ni no ka no answer na the teacher ni ka wo hu no wa kire na mana hu. But we say TLMs, teaching and learning materials in the wa. Sa concentric approach way of teaching, no. A better than teaching, you know, etinyaye. Omi reason kakra. Na ye nyai se sikadie. Ye power bia, wa kwese ba bia do no be die no odwene ho. Na nye my Ghana. Ghana first, not your pocket. Media de bono hene ba for wa. Ma me mo ache na mimi sasempom eti say ye konkrata no. Good morning.
Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajiba Bia
Kasapa FM.
Yeah. What's your po? The. Yeah. Bishane Sakamajan so. Me pese me miss chances. Try to see when she me home. Me say be nyai po na perform manches. Ready.
Hey, pame. Na me so me dano. So akwa pia be share yante musani amo. Boy, ni chile. Me dia mengada.
Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajiba Bia Kasapa 102.5 FM Ajiba Bia
na ya me so amede ko achini yetete mo kono go na me di mate ho me ko fa me masa get ni twasini me mvidi be shebro na madwan wan tipa trucks na me tina di be pien kran twemanim krampan boy kakra be di me bottom up go enjoy hey me da get sibeko mo de Maserati ne be pick strategy ya emfa this me swat no be to say na keep the body no when you busy body me di me work na me chichi wani on the teacher man no on ye medi
right, I feel what I can one way Ghana Kasa Jumadi or Kasapa 102.5. I go TV studio live on Facebook Kasapa 102.5 FM. Don't to be anywhere and I go TV. Quickly, young Kwama so na yane and maybe a chamu Ghana nem senior na wo US minum a Daniel or Hene Ajekum and Chichen and Common. Too bad. Right. Ya hwe opanyi Daniel Ajekum ewa ahoma so ye hwe ni mu se ye nsabesia ka ne bio na fe ye no atwetwe enkomo. Commenter a free the former President John Dramani Mahama hobaye do or die no medical catcher mra say mampanyi dada John Dramani Mahama say one twin sign there one twin say ichna. The take on it saying say no sa comment no. Bebre achiro madwene wo ho ebi say idiom idiomatic expression and jomu hu boni bia ne funso bia ewo mu ebi se da bia ankoye opinions ro bia ne de but quickly yanko obanyi dan yekum yeah right amo we yantutu no mayi na yenhwe senia ye be ya yebetimi no atwetwe nkomo afi no abeke ho ahye no so ma se Kasapa mega distribution store sekite na no pay na ye de Ghana Kasa Jumadi Elsomo na no pay was been kan say Kasapa products na to da bia ya na wo hia bi madas to ba bia wo wani be kire a wo nsa betimi aka bi no ya na aye asem kese pa na ade ba kwa so hye no so ne say mantam dunsia ni nyina no Kasapa company say omo the stores ni bi ecosystem se ne be ya wo hia mo products ni bia won sabe timi akabintene wa hyase wa santemantam greater Kumasi ma yenko amano so owura Daniel Ajekum e wa amano so ye na ntwetwe nkomo opan wuti enka ye mo achi
metwonka mejemuso mi tiatiefo nyina
atiefo so eda wase ena no pede di kan ma ye na wase se wa pay with dues ama Ghana nipa baby wa me ni nyina
adwuma yasɛdeɛ ne bia no edibo a yɛban asede bia ni hɔ asede no ma asede bia hɔ a edibo Nyankopɔn sɛ na wa ma de pɛbi akyen amenu bi no yɛkasa ahomatoko yi so
right oban ye fra wona no pɛ ya enya bɔne menim sɛ comment the former president John Dramani Mahama wo make ye wakina radio wo san ko hye mu kina e wo Moonlight FM sunyan menim sɛ wate ho asɛm a say do or die. Maybe just a comment no et will say
and the crony matching watem. Medi actually kakra na medical akapa or FM station back one in the so na me margin America and send me back will be a Canadian. Ne kwanswa se bi kabi ma minka bia memo no sa na kire na ne ya ne se bi ekwan bi so no akirefo asem no ebinmu afa na ya twin tintin bi anya asem no ni pa ko kan ye no ena ekofa basabasa yi bi aba na senia ye faswa ye kama amanfo tie and the coffee says them no ba. So na nia me metia said you me kasa baby me kire mu se me no me nye obi a so me machine ma ko du akiri ma bin wo bofo kasa mu ana when me kasa professor in English baby mo colleagues am mo shande a binfo omunim Bof kasa ano baby free baby ekro kasa bi ni wa igina faako na se ofa wo mu a kasa no eyo bo kasa bof kasa no anya bi fo kasa se mu ka twi na so ya fa ni se enam sa bofu de bi di yesu nti so ye French fo de bi di yesu a ke bia ye beka Portuguese ana French ana English ana German ana Dutch yedi nim se abrofo English abrofo ne bedi yeso edi brofo kasa no kasa no ti yen se ye ka o men e kasa yedi di gay di bia manone no e brofo ne ko fa Chinese e ko fa Dutch e ko fa German now make we na make ku se brofo kasa no anyame no ye maami ano kasa ana papa no kasa chi asanti chi ana kwapi chi santi chi ena me no nya yin na ye kasa do or die enye any literal translation say ye ana wu me say ye na wu do and die do or die yeah wu
Kasapa
bebre edi all die be die abefa mi hu etene nkon se udi all die be die ebefra do or die ensemo a egbobura etiefa do yes ana say die wu me ma biye mi se on kire se wa nya ye na se owu ebi ni afa no se kasa no todo na so se wo ko eye enwuma a kire bo kasa no asie ana we make a dictionary uka say ya a church wo vision rebiamu say all die be done wo anyway but wokọ vision rebe mienu anamiensa ebi ayi Oxford ebi ye we the expression Kasapa do or die specific and yet do and die or say do or die actually saying what church the move be na near asemi ba no ma sheda ni book ni go ha but me mean to me any award back be a friend say Roger Titarius makoma ko hwehwe ma sha say mehunu ba bia sa Kasapa no that expression do or die no actually say emojagu ko kamojagu be bia ni wa chesa emu bia ni wa chesa mi aminim a o kan sa contractor no a mu ade manike me mawo e fatu hu mi a mabrabo mu makoy sofe yidi ka ma paati atosu mienu ma paati e ko mi ensa no na pike de ka je we dey one paati a enu anu no we dey school
Kasapa
na me ka je me hu se ojo dikum ya di na do obi de etia u peace na do ni dia se wanye ni hia wanya agbo awu die no agbo woni sudodo o so dia o fian die no o so ko ball o ko yesi ko baby se wanye nia hia ebema wotumi apase enso fe no a ene no anu na ho ukana ye esan se wan paase a o papa do fe wo on ko fi bitika ewu non ko to school fees a e ho man paase one time man na me ka we tia no a se o di adu oda yo ye na wu en kire se mi kokunu ho me ka tia mo se minye ni ehia ni fata ni betumi amama mi hia de na mentumi empaase nsofe no na mentumi komani na odi ba amanyesem akuro apepire mu temokra no minia asem no okano wan wanko okano wo kumawu
Kasapa
wanko kana obiposo wanko kana oboku anana buronku o kasa no o kasa ediama yenia ya titafo wo bo enu ye djuma omo aji NDC amadu komedie kibit na ibi pa dia magana mai o kasa wo teti mansa minu nyina ni ensem sisi so ho ani mia bebre ebra ye beto aba na ye to aba no emu ensem sisi ye ano kasa wonte amanfo Muhammad Bey me ni mo kasa abatuo bi so ewo ya ni bio ayi na ayi ni yan hwe abatuo etu yi ni sisi ye no yan hwe mu nyansa yan fa mu aba se ne ebe ya ni sisi ye no sisi bio na mom abatuo no ebe ye krinchim ede ama ye nyina hunu mu na yankoto aba na tetima no okasa no okasa ya no di bewi ese munim ni sisi nya nya me metoa amanye tintintin bia ye nyina ni mo kan ye se wo hwe ensebo kan no di kosi se ye kosi ensebo course wona antwa yie eni pa kumukura ba mu ye be kire se kwani edi nkunimu no ekoye ensem bebre atututuo ba mu abedi kwa wuwu mu ebi mu fini wo mu nka ankwa afenso abatu nsusu no enya hanko bebi bebre wo ho a sha enkrata no a ye kyerɛkyerɛ hyehyɛ ensem no gusuo no sɛ wenya se eba poli interpreters ntanye no yeni agitum sɛ eno yi altwa yi na mo ma yɛ ntena hɔ sɛnea ɛnɛ me ne mo kasa yi a yɛto abawie yi abosom nwɔtwe asɛm no sɛ hwan na ɔsi mo anan mu ɛwɔ ɛmɛsɛ Dwidwamu ɛwɔ kɔɔto sisi am no kasa yi menim sɛ judge no high court no anya bu asɛm no awie bia ɛna memenya nteɛ na in those circumstances saa nsɛm na ɛkɔ so nyaa no ɔgyina so aka kyerɛ yɛyɛ tikyafoɔ ɔkɔka nkyerɛ obi sɛ mommɛnhwɛ na adwuma a nea ɛbɛyɛ a du nea ɛbɛyɛ a ɛbɛtumi yɛnyɛ nkurumdiɛ yi yɛnyɛ yɛnhyɛseɛ yɛmmoaboa yɛn ho ebi sɛ ɛbɛpɛ nipa a sɛ ɔwɔ kokoduro na onyim sɛbi akyerɛ atenkan na sɛ ɛba so yɛ kan aba no a sɛ obi ka sɛ mmienu yɛ mpem mmienu a obɛhunu nsusua dɛntɛm na mommyɛ nkyɛn anaasɛ ma mmerɛ no mmɛdu na yɛkenka aba no na ɛde nsɛm bebree ɛba ne yɛwie a yɛkɔ Supreme Court sɛ yɛkɔhwɛ Supreme Court mmom na ɛnka nkyerɛ Ghanafoɔ sɛ sei na aba no kɔɔɛ ɛsiane sɛ Supreme Court kɔduru hɔ no a ayɛ ko yɛyɛ abrɛ so ɔmo de ayi adifɔ de kɔɔɛ Supreme Court sɛ nea ɔmo kan yɛnyi ntom yɛkora ayɛ brɛ so deɛ nea ɔhwɛ abatoɔ nso no obɛgyina kɔɔto kasaɛ wei mu abrɛ so yɛma no bɛkasa na ɛsɛ ama ne nkasa yɛgyina ogoni sɛ legal technicalities bi so obi a ɛde dwumadeɛ no hyɛ ne nsa ɔmo bɛkasa na ɛsɛ ama ne nkasa na wo a ɔdo asɛm baeɛ no wɔsɛm bi a meka kyerɛ yɛn wɔn nso yɛbɔ nsoboɔ wɔn ne wɔ mahama ɛka no sɛ momma yɛyi twɛn na asɛm no yɛka sɛ yɛde kɔkɔ na yɛnkɔ nkowu ɔka sɛ wu a ne sɛ yɛkɔ sɛ yɛkɔ a na Supreme Court judges no kɔpɛ tuo akuku adokum ɛde ti po daabi
ɔbɛyɛ gyakum but wohwɛ interpretations ahodoɔ amanfoɔ ɛde ma comment a ɔmɛki yie a na ho hia sɛ ɔmɛki saa comment no. Some people are saying sɛ wokasa 1 wo instigate wachitafoɔ 2 wo incite ɔmo 3 wo stimulate wachitafoɔ no enti obi a wɔnte ase yie no do ɔbɛfa no sɛ yɛ leader koraa sɛ yɛmfa yɛ kra nyinaa nkɔto so na afi wɔkɔyɛ noma bi ensɛm fata
ɔpɛnikɛtiɛ
Kasapa
ɔpɛnikɛtiɛ
nana
ɔpɛni bi kasa na sɛ wo a wo gyina nkyɛn no wokɔgye n'ano esi bɔne a na wɔn a yɛ mpɔnsoɔ no wɔn use the word interpretation
Kasapa
na interpretation a aseɛ no sɛ yɛka asɛde kasa na akyi kasa no a wɔsi nea wanteante obi a kasa na no ni hɔ a wanteɛ no ebinom saa kasa bebuo no koraa no ebinom ka ne yie nea wanteɛ no deɛ wanteɛ wo kasa no na oni hɔ nti wante na wɔkaa no na mmom no wɔtee yɛ a wɔahu ase akyerɛ no na kɔfa nsɛm ba akyerɛ yi ɔkasa no it was very specific na I'm sorry sɛ bi ɛka na otii ɔka no buɔpo mu do and die ɛna menyame meka no sɛ wo gyina nkyɛn do and die no wɔn a ɛde wɔn kasa no baeɛ no the English dictionary baako the English dictionary baako wɔn sɛ ɛyɛ idiomatic expression tiɛniye it was not a full statement an expression as part of a statement ɛka kasa wɔka ɛne nyinaa no that expression was a part of it it is a word to mean koyi saa statement no ɛnkɔtwe no ɛnfa mpɛ baabi nea ɔno ne kyi na ebu ɔfo kasa no ɔkyerɛ mu sɛ ɛnkyerɛ sɛ kokoko ho so interpretation deɛ obiara wɔn adwene a ɔde ti wi aseɛ
okay
wɔsi ɛdi ofi kasa akokɔ wɔsɛsɛ akɔma ɛnyɛ sɛ da nea okyiri wɔn so no ohyia wo kasa no a ne wɔn pɔ ɔsɛm bi ohyia wo kasa no a ɔma ɔhene bɔ sɛ anya wo kasa na ɛyɛ wasa na ɔwɔ sa na ne so sisi atia yɛ wasa ne kasa kɔn bi wɔ sa enti me deɛ Sebi oni ame can say obi a wona jori TV ase.
Right, but I affect coming back or bouncing back in 2024. The chances.
Yes. Na say or pre or so come money who and now all come money party. Say onu ni so onu wo
Kasapa.
So this is party no odano. Ana owo mu no. Me have been American or say. Now no just now eme ikunkum ye ya nye ne asisi ya enka ta be kire pepe se do no say die nya e enti ye ko Supreme Court na o ka se ye nya se ginia wo se abakon so no no de ba no ani me bobura anya no kure enti mo o so nkran o so ye nkran se mo me ensoi na ye nye ye sisi ya do near ya and go back to ye go lose. Opa because do meaning winning or die meaning losing. It's an interpretation. And I don't blame anybody who drank, but near Yan said. Even more action and opposite bonnet you wasn't. And you wasn't. This is about joy, and I'm sure you. And then you almost were misinterpreting your mature. And I dare say, with all due respect, who are all Piacosi at Nanakutu Boneno, and I want to block.
Asambisa say one bounce back with this comment, you know, and with negative impact. I will the Dibra War Preno 2024.
What did I?
Me say comment here free na no buy, you know. A Benjamin Susan so Dibra War Pre say Obama Penny Bill 2024.
Baby. What can I say you? Say what the as impact any key your kind of idea. Any social media also. Many say no. And go and make a choice to you many Fikakra. Near Okanoa, because I walk on Wakasan. Any social media woman so. NKBia, Nansem, who are about the memoir. When you make an say, one more Makasa and I'm talking about doctors and professors in other professions. Kasapa. We be no America say obeka no kan no do or die no just say ye kukukum ye ho baby. Okay. And I want to repeat. Yes, the kasa. And yet she kasa. And I want to say and yet kasa what idiomatic expression. I'm emphasizing that.
Okay.
And nowhere in the various definitions that this is the man, no, there be anyone actually said, was it so one year you become baby?
Am I Mamma say, Nami Fancy? No. That's no bread. Any out here, and will rat than your henny ajikum rebia chamu, one and a gun and them sini USA minum. I was since you I'm not so say your concrete and nothing, some uncrat and your bejebre, nothing your king can be at the Marcus Marching. Major Sobafo, nah, no matter say. Walk on answer. I say, I don't agree.
I dare such a beam. Yes, sir. Ambassador Daniel Hinajikum. The last part in yes, but you see,
and the last part
a bread nina and a betchle.
Last part no say
about say onyini say benya effect on Jomama come 2024 election e bi o pepe se obekon.
Okay.
Em say all die be die e buy no. Comment say ye bi na dey e sha say epiepie. Na mpenifo do bi so try mu justify the entia e bia no say then candidate Akufo-Addo now president e be ka sa asem say no kan. But getting close to the people, interacting with Nkrofo ahead of the next general elections, no. Ohun said there be
one can
amanfo ni nye ho. Amanfo mfili. Enye comment amanfo person beti de afro bia or person ba bedi o man Ghana anim. More especially when he has already been tagged. Say oye to training. So 2015 he buried or die and apologized. It was say benya sunsanso, say nya sunsanso. Me say all die sha say no. Defense say ya even Mampenida that John Ajekum Kufuor. I can't remember on Star Chat on Ebola Ray. O chirem se papa nin kan boni o. Nana Akufo-Addo all die be there no kan won kan bone but osi akan kasa me ye kasa bi say upam ohufu a oto ne bema mampani Akufo-Addo nso okan na asem hya se wo bo ne nto aso kodu pepe so se de basa enye da bia ne pam humfo ne ko ne bema eto da bia oso odwodwo ho kakra eti yes ane de ba party fo no be rally behind you why are they but when the reality start to knock on your door and I'm with masa also circle back go eat a humble pie.
Right.
So
yeah, so be honest be very na fi wa be patch wa. Mami for kunyini daily graphic wa krata. Enhyanse ma krata yi ebo amane se adwumeku aye from Institute of Economic Affairs. Aye for area de sedia tuska krabia kese batan Bank of Ghana and MPOG senkebe ya. Obi jibosia ensihu a ya na ewo sika no no. Omo hwe na fo mutimi man mra fom kakra na ya de se hadwen pai ka ho bi ama manfo ntimi enye bosia mfa mi bi wodwumom emfa nyade a wo pese wo ye awasi yase na ewuru wani kire oti mantam no a ya de se ba bi a ye to boda gu ni atugu rof ba bi a na ye to boda gu nsuom ni atugu lor kwan mu ni atugu yase aye plant kese pa de amomo a ye to bola no gu ho a ye wi a ye kukuru ana yesisa firi ho ne de kogu plant no mu ne dane ni entimi de ye ade foforo entima mpanyini se na ni age ho pa sa plant no a compost plant no na ni age ho yie pa o de hunu se betimi aboa amakwan fa so a yetutu boda gu basa etimi de yade ba no ano etimi abrase we ensem a okunyini daily graphic wa krata no e de ababonten ene anopai
yefa Ghanaian Times da bokata enso entwasba for Ghanaian Times da bokata e bo amane okratafa ya etoso miensa ese abrantia ye frɛ no kaka adwira asem ye kaka adwira edina eba yese na busuafo asa ba national chief imam enaso biem aba petition papa no sosre na papa ba bia na duni de sebio wonfa no hunyim esas wonfa no wanyim na mperfo tase eya hwehwe ya asem no e de saa na agu wa bra bibia ensi se na JB dan kwa adu ede esi ye na ebepem ne mperfo obi anhye na tuwa na mo papa bia emfa bi asem na ya asem dada ya woda de tiesha da enu mo sokosa na bafo enu asem kese bi esi ye ewo enkran court baako enkran circuit court na otite no otena eproti eye maame Christiana kan wahye se papa bi onya mfihia adwana me so koda afiase emfihia parepare adwuonu 20 years and not a 20 years judgment ba pa
I didn't tell 20 years I don't want to
she akwada onya mfihia nwotwe no akosese no 43 minus 8
hey na dwunum da ho de
na dwunum da no wofa no omodam
no so modam psychiatric doctor
na judge ni kura chi masem bi e ma asem na ka ya abufra ya abufu kura se papa be jira da ka mo abi tonyame asem ni mo hwe de to me so say masa nya abutiro na court na wo no ye de adanse de na ye adwuma o be bia ko hye ko kwademu papa ka so still ni mo hwe etu ba bia ko fa adanse de be bo ne se pem na oto no ahase adwo
ona tuwe
ojitu me se adena abo na abo
afese se wonim ho bibi
na court nso nkondem efihia dwenu isa se ni pabone sem sa de ye ntimi chance wo mamu e ma ne tonkoso na ni pabone fo sem koso sesem kwada afa no mo so benyo mo nkuru e no bebo bra e watas fa sase so etu okọ agovi okọ 20 years 240 months ye bete kakra de free so de e de amano e no okọ e de akwakodem na Ghanaian Times abokata katafa ba fo etosu edu ensiam what the Ghana man penny his excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo foni abam Ghana banso afo penny for do bi so atwa papa yi enhu ehyiam asem nyina ensam no kase man penny ahye aproboase ewo oti ene framante man penny kopie bo oti enu adam eye cassava and yam processing factory ya ne bosom $10 million choppable US dollars ba for man penny akwako bia no say amanfo a edo banche ene bayire e wotimantem no atadwe o matede isa se omonya afidi a ebe dane bayire ne banche na omodua no ebe dane ani amadiska pim ede aba na yesa afidi aba fo e fatu amasi every day bia bayire tubes no entoba no mako aha woche ene ebe dane ani
ade ya
yes 800 tubes no me yenda bia
yemfa kwabro kire bio
da bia eti Joseph Fedi o samanfo ewo otimantamu ena manfo ewo adra yo mo do bayire any statement fi dono mo o so mo manibre It's as 800 tubers. They be at the above for a biwum.
Na yebenya sa raw material no.
Eti na omo de etu omo nim se omo yiro mo ho. Omo so eba na sa omo nsa bi omo fom sa me chomre me fam. Omo sa so akuafo a omo hwa aboa adoba yire no dodo ye.
Bra omo so masena mo musika.
Yes, abra omo so mase. No ma crowd front so a omo so betimi abeboa se mo so fom de beboa. Esa man for say ba akufo awura ebu.
Okay.
Kenya Times the Bokata and about for the pay or the way a buy.
Mamimfa daily guide go akrata entwaso emma wo kumbungu mra shebedwani mrebia atwamu Ras Mubarak ne ho asem e wo hakrata egbo amade se one ne yere sese de we aso we mene na we aso we mene de asem a yesi school fees ho. School fees ho. Enkura mienu school fees ho ntino se ya ya asem 63,000 Ghana cedis
630 million.
Na Ras ne ka sei Ras metiao ja Rasta man esi skada form wo se ne yere school ankura ne kon wa change school no na wodo amoko school foforo no wa mona mane baby odo amoko nso no school fees no boarding
63,000
mra bia o ye mra shi udwani dia nko betumatua se onye mra shi udwani bio ala no oye ntinu ala 63,000 e bedding set time obenya atua nti admission fee no ndua ne wo dua ne china
130 million
nkwada
mienu school fees
million no
bosumi miensa bia
million no
asa amanfo usua de
papa be ntu kra be bizano no Elion has it no asoniti
amanfo esua de bafo omusua de pa because se wutua 630 million se abosumi miensa school fees e de ama de a na so busua de
akwase anya school fees no anya school fees no you be out in the back international school akra bonkon kon obi akodi early for any results
hey
na achira mampanyida na John Dramani Mahama was say planting for food and jobs no was in insano adwuma
okay
wo kantre mampanyina nado any MPP for say planting for food and job no enya wo madwuma ono na de bae
okay
and MPP ba be hu say eye no mo to aso and do mo ka say e bae na de planting for food and jobs no bae ya na wo kantre Ghana fo nyina say mampanyina nado boa e ono ne insano adwuma ni initiative no de bae and aban we to aso ho asem krata yi e de aba education ministry no e de nsem aba say enuane ese asan e schools ahodo mo ento aso schools senior high schools no omo no krebia enuane wom amanfo nya bidi mo ho to mo we daily guide ko akrata dia wodi aba bonte na no pay
the Herald the Bokata enso eni or the Chief Justice Owura Kwasi eni yeboa efoni aba lawyer Akwasi Afrifa enso foni ewo ha ojiadom obro ni Kwasi ata ya otoso ensia enso foni ewo ha na ba 40 asem nan the Bokata the Herald si wo besa na no pay say so enokure ese Chief Justice kwa de bokrata ya de bɔ ne kodi se waje adam die America dollars opepinum no watam asia na osi obi se o ayasembisa the question mark so se no krese Chief Justice sa kwa de bokrata na ya de ebotia ne se ola justice eni yeboa waje adam die $5 million no watam sa kwa de bokrata no e de asia na de bokrata ebisa asem nyam na ma be kirikiri asembisa de ensi wo de boa
yes
ti ase onne be sa asamu a mani su ase
bisa question bi wase sayin
wase wo be sa say so enokre ese Chief Justice Owura Kwasi eni yeboa ne kwadu bokrata eda wose yeso akwaje adamdie America dollars opepinum no enokre se watam sa kwadu bokrata no asia na
nti asembisa no bisa
asembisa question mark ene
sembisa ashenso de no de asi ho
ene je won tietefo enso nhwebi na jament mi ankyerechire mu a
na why na ebisa sa question no
eye de Bokata na ebisa
okay
de Bokata na ebisa ebisa yes
okay
ena de Bokata enso de twerefo pani ema NDC Amayoko Johnson esiedu inketia enfo ne bo se eni me nam so bi ema bantukuo ekoso wo Guinea emam no pe na koso emam ahunye hia adwendwen ose ne amamu boni nti mema bebre se gombe mentime sore kufu do amamu boni a asai Ghana
o kan nyina ka
aish o de afra se amamu boni nti bafo
ofa
Kasapa
ama mema pusu ho wampamu a empusu esa sa adwedwia so mo mase ya tom
ushia ba kra na wo pe no mfi
wo ye de kwose ne pe na mamelore fa de na de kofa ka yama no
Kasapa
ya semu akwasi
to so be se Ghana man pani se won ka se ku be si Ghana e won fa nya de sua de se ne ma nam so ma ku e ba gini mamu no sa ne ma no popuye bi na esisi we mamu mati makao abampen fo mfa nya hwe ofi obia se bi sikadie basa agya ho kira to Ghana de hye bebre nso no pepepe de koso nti mapani e fa nya afutuo the Herald ana do e ba ne anopen
agbasima me fa Daily Post ko akrata ento aso ema ho ye say do or die comment no NDC for ajetum mpanyfo ne ani ntine nkre wom nyina ajetum de ne obi ama no boza obi ai ne sese no de ma mpanyin dada kontro man
do or die ne
yenti epam no de apem no epam o se no anu aka no anu ne ye be dada no aka ntre de ene boza na sa yes wo chi ne fans pa na enu amu na Johnson se dunkati achofo pani de ma NDC amayuko no akasa afa ho wo se sa do or die no a wonte ase no de no chiro brofo e wo school mu no kobli mu no wan chiro brofo papa wo school
so pa no chiro brofo ne bia no abon
no abon to amuantin brofo ase
okay
enti idioms no wan chire wo yie
okay
de say baby ba ku bia na ye say question tag was then wasn't there it didn't there did
Kasapa
was it I saw them coming them day
Kasapa
I was in radio sa question tags no team pa
say be bro say be abeka no
agwazi
bro ba say be abeka no
should I go
Gogonde
I TV show should I go see at this today
Gogonde
Kasapa
oh my god and tell me na what are yesterday kakra wa yesterday fresh ukru should I go Gogonde
yes okwenye
what you na me pekra o
oh baso
ha na esi yetimi tu bi na wo hu kwa
dictation ne adi ani ebisa question na wuyi ano ye friend
mental
enya de pa ba ko se kra enya de pa
na ora English le ya na bruni ka sei na ti radio hu
hey see and this is na eyo how
men tika na no ma bi asio
ye ka se wayek no wayek no or say ye G exams ni free wayek for next
Kasapa
na ye set exam
yes ni ye SSC na
ye set question
started dada no
yes
because say aye West Africa countries na yenti ye nya bibini bia ma na kabrofo na ma yenti ankyere kwasi broni fita na kabrofo na dey
Britain, the capital of London, the capital of Britain.
Near to Sadio or Memu, near what education ministry, Ewo Memu, near Taditan Tanse.
Was it here? I say, Britain is the capital of London, London is the capital of Britain. Bring the car.
Why?
Now to home, I'm soon past your normal way. I was in a was so Obi can hey, crown here, rebe few. What was a boy and take? Oh, yeah, no, I take it. What take now call baby? Why, I don't want take. Brunina Wakasa no Miena. Really, the capital of London. London is the capital of London. I'm saying, a puto. Now, I know the 20 year old Macola.
And so, Kawaii Casamwa. Nampelphobia near
Bragging over sorry.
And defenders as a Wayaki, so when you're for free more a deal.
Jabu.
And the bus I said, now Wayaki, yet there be a complaint. Say, as I'm saying, certain mamma fra at your Ghana. Certain questions we about for, or say ye free. A bit to say ICT. Schools out do ICT any munina and what ICT
French
schools out do about for any computer any mouse and what ICT
light chronic room
light in the chronim as your education ministry some what chefa and when your wife for a was a deal any and it's your friend your school yeah sabi adwuma for kwam person me fa Ghana for adwuma because you kosuya chup or forget the mentality of our education in say share exams ne pass it
so and
your education ministry
a root learning
why
suya kotro we untimi practice ade na usuya
and then udu business bebree mu a wo university ko amanfo person before adwuma
awase root learning no so person oba ehu ade a friend root learning na person hu sakra no ye kire sa ade no a bisa akra say one kind two more friends
2 times 2
2 times 2 obeka 2 2 2 2 4 4 2 say obi na bis wo sign bisa ne say 2 times 4 you say ya no you know that
because I upon the man
ya man into
yes
wo kan it say you want
to emesi kakra bia na ni
Kasapa.
2 1 2 2 2 4 2 3 6 obi say 2 times 3 no you know
say is say 2 times 2 2 3 2 4 so ko ne ko start 2 5 no
ayeka so no you start free 3 that's the root learning and I dey ba form into wo the question finfin and I start free form
enti nyanwa wa say o kwa abrochira abrofo no se ba bia free ba ni so sabesua ya de kakra sana wa ba ba ye adwuma
unhua say
education minister dia na mo ye wo ho
28
say why kene mwaya because questions na why except na me to me why kene ye wu no fa so bie ni so ni enye SSC no ye mpa chechire for set questions no wa ya ni enya say chinchina wo say ye ni Nigeria for set the same questions
who level no na ye best who level no yeah some of them to brofo pa o
na nyomo mi see when my response awo omo ye O level no ya kakra bo omo nsem enne omo ma ko school a ye O level omo ma e ko school ye O and A level enna ye na omo ka che se O and A level nye etiyemra basic no ye na kokoto
entintem sango form to brofo ma
nyi omo bo yi ti mensa ne ba ne ma ye O and A level but oluko ne die mu ye bese O and A level e be ye ne etimu
Kasapa awasi
ni akofa waye kaba be so ye kon ene ye to ne ye gi sika edi sa exams ye set questions ene ye here waye ye set questions eti chichi o say ye ni Nigeria for nyina the same question paper chichi na ene me uni UNDA
menim say acheche for na ntimi set questions so say ye nye capable say
ube ko no bi wo ba bia ba fo nya fa so why ke DJ so de na e maye waye de na e maye dia pa na waye kisiwo eye de mo man
I was baby
me wia ne sa send some no ni nyina akoye ade o asemba ko na MC mu afidi dwuma na ye pa ho ntoma no na the republic a republic ena obama na ebu ase sisi de ndisi amoyo kunba fo esi mu ache paper be da so say omu nyina age atum se Muhammadu oda ne ye no Daily Post. Republic say obwa Daily Post wanko ba bia oni ba bebra nka se ene emu ache say 2
o so wan ejina ba bia
yes ye ndi simpanfo be se Muhammad ka se yi
tonko pacho
eish se si ye ka se ye
obubon panfo ni
o se ne o ye bia no ye bia onya ne o ye no
na obubon panfo ni
panfo di onya mfa mai
okay
no ko pacho
on wi no famra
no ko pacho o san say penin kasasa kwa na os ndc penfo bi so ka wan say se mama so am patch wa na enha enya omwanwa ese se mama na so din pafo o se pen da mama na so din amate se o se na adwen bi se we no be ya won ko ye nkopem ya on se sa na adwen
kata na ba mane sa
republic
na kasa se
no they rush and so aba
rush no
Ras and Rush.
Okay.
Ras Mubarak and Rashid as I say. Almost as I'm so. So my worry no mojino. This is into Cockress, I watch the class and yadi.
The film saying Rush and then
Ras
and Rush.
Yes.
Oh my kai, what is false? Na yene te exam so ma brekwasi mi hu no. Ena omoto what is false?
Okay.
Say is simple meaning or push or pull. False is a push or pull. Na akwọte me nkyɛn mie na no nka push or pull no ontimi nka ade enso time onso na am say kracho say wo say push or fish wo say bafo push or fish say me say push or pull am say na dey all kind there mente what's your problem say
Ras and Rush so much aware there. There's almost a kuntokwa.
School fees, no job,
63,000.
Eh, so
Yes.
Responsibilities ni bi no.
As a father. Mamra no. O say esa hwe mo biem. Se metua de a, o say megye me ma.
Ah, samra ne nkan sa.
Etira meka se o say esa samra nim.
Ba bia no e che se utua school fees ajo ma.
Na me kem ti na say yen se samra nim.
Enkra no o je kra mutual understanding between the two.
Yes.
Yeah, what age eduru abi ma betuma claim mu akra.
Me ma betumi ahwe me ma.
But your age.
Me ma betumi ahwe me ma.
That akwasi your age.
Me ma me e betumi ahwe me.
Your age.
Emra na like say. Oba na betumi ahwe akwada ne yi a. Oba bi agya aware de ne makọ aware ase a. Ene ya omu komu no. E chance bi akakodi be ma no kra na. Omeko se ene.
Maybe so de mkra akwa awade a I success.
Yes. Sounds na member bi so de nkwara akwa aware a enso I success.
Merase.
E hwemu biem. Manfo ensi eno obedwafo ento aso.
Right, I feel no be ken why Ghana kasa dwumadie. Adwueko bi ada Roma ene de Ghana kasa dwumadie brɛ o. Aye kasa preko mega distribution store. Wasem nkan kyerɛ sɛ kasa preko products ni nyinaa. Won sabetimi aka bi mantam dunsia ni nyinaa. The way nyinaa ne sɛ wosisi stores no. Awo mantam dunsia mu. Sɛ na be ya upe products ni bi a o mmerɛ. Entede wa hyase e wa Asante Mantamu. Greater Kumasi Tanoso. Will be a store from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Products which is Awake Water, Storm Energy, Puma Drink, 10/10 High Five Choco Malt, Nina no would each Tanoso, Casa Preco Mega Distribution Store, Unsabetimi Akabi. If I drop a see the bro baby, I will be in Ashanti Regional, and Subetimi a friend on 026-2351-251, 026-2351-251, 027-21-333-73, 027-21-333-73, na funi ya na twetwe nkomo na no pay. Omada Roma ene de Ghana kasa dwumadi so ho. Eba twa no pay se wunya nya bia kopa bi na enjoy. Eye DSTV ho asem na me ka kire we. Eboa ye papa. Enkante na me pechini. Na me pechini pa. But me twi nya DSTV ni bi no. Atemi me kama. Atembia na me tifie a me hwe because 30 days of action-packed entertainment on DSTV. Akwaba Magic is back for good. Big Brother Naija is back season 6 on DSTV. What the answer would tifie now test SMS. I 1731 short code no 1731. And the decoder no and one card in Abebro. Abra won't come baby. I was so many and answer would test it. Now I see reactivating. Umpe we na pedia here. DSTV for other Roma. Ya the Ghana Casa Juma de Somo. Abeja for a crowd where you corner, you know, when I twitching come up. Aisha no so me sabedwa for e krado ha enche bia be kona fe no wona atwetwe nkomo me a me nyanko preko pekomre deputy Ashanti regional youth organizer Fabio Nas se wo ha sana me am lawyer Andrew Apia dan kwaso atena se wo kasa de man pipi amayuko no we me ne mpanyfo a ye no won twetwe nkomo kobi maachi
okay bafo
asante for say nkranfo ajewo
Adam Makai ya asembia yira kobia champo ka kire ya nyina ye wofa Sir John we say onye on broadening horizon okay Sir John fi Kumase bedi nkran general secretary omunya sabanta no tenya broadening horizon say ahaya ne fako amanone ntino no turning back say no me just say we did Dwumadi no ha I said they would dia magana nyina ntino back and forth ana most attraction so no eden ewo
how do you say be national position be na kobi
that me ko Ashanti regional youth organizer me deliver on this me a deputy at the moment
but course abase ko national
and a lot of course have come but I think Ashanti region going to 2024 very critical because there's a basket of votes a betumi anya a fee especially mabuna more area Kufuado atwade fanebo na adwuma eni omanwem na omo chiro mo pa yie which they will need a rescue and there's the need to give them that kind of hope no na ye lead yomo so they be and in the end yangopo ya do no the 2 minutes of chair through a hard work na the commitment to do or die a course na and so be show mo na ye mo di
why not organizer
me Dwumadi pini nyina no I fall within the youth bracket. I mean I'm not 40 yet and me Dwumadi pia nyina from KNUST days all the way to the regional level, secretary of the regional youth working committee, contested deputy regional youth organizer before lost. Na masan baba beye a friend saying regional deputy youth organizer. In fact, back then in University of Dundee, Scotland, na me and Messiah the public relations officer for the Tain group. Me kana Messiah de etie.
Okay.
Until na mebu no eda makoma so. Unless I believe in the welfare of the youths, me jidi say my opportunity we can always demonstrate it between aye at the pay intibinya and mabruno and said I'm a kind ana the votes ewo a mabru side na so pay unfortunately no ana mabruno until say omubedru pepper so be often so me enter into the university level no ana or more inclination in politics no a little limited me fan say na e wo from pa ohwe wo ya sample research into them mabunu reception na say I mean obi to be the political party echi obi say na say dey the political party echi o to oni most especially Asante memu wo kra de obi wo na wo fa bi na ye NPP friends executive bi and what say o de efia de NPP for into one kasa independently no or to be decided
okay
and the bien ba e wa bra omo enter to the university where the Tain and then the Tescon operational obi okra na the alignment madam fubi ana say be ma bibi into the top we meeting na and the people say we attempt team be pie no bia de mika into no but me gidi say o say ma nkofo tiase adekunti a o say wo one political AB and also even to be able to change political parties based on nipano ni enema or the represent nipano ne any nipano reception to the youth and then the grooming and no factors. I mean if you say young people no or say for me and fortunately I was lucky to be nominated for the UN General Assembly the 61st UN General Assembly in 2009 and medi mabunu you medi echi ade ache na megidi say sa culture na da bia ne fam mabunu no for electioneering friends and machinery purposes no
we are na
ye omogu bi na ene omaba o ye adwuma anye na ye the next moment we wan say say dia MPP for vigilante groups ya na omo ye na ya start say ye tuate dom e wo omani mu no me gidi say wo say then also the how to also manage the expectation of a mabru no because where the ekoso e wa man ye ntokwa na yi esi ni cool na yi sometimes you realize the misunderstanding of even the political system and the governance system will be feel say so obey politician and obey chairman krana who access to every and anything
okay
na and also no me sure say nipa no partaker in our process political processes na ana they are exposed to the reality I walk a form hono and yes idea any debiano hey I mean chale ebasa na adwuma ntino maybe I'm one person who always want to encourage mabunu in this whole process because so kese na no eba mabunu so it is some part there and trust me as well you've made my morning especially the oral English side now can I also say
I am trust you
I don't know so why you faster ni nam question be 5 na question 1 kwa ref is what's the question 1 to 5 now
anyway I am a pass bro for me see the magic we gonna make me say
we say there
no how you be rating the captain of London
the one time na introduce oral English they you need Bible kwa you back on board the score yeah the tape Messi nabo ni kan the time now
quickly mama kona lawyer Andrew appear dan kwame manachi lawyer no mate saying Major so
na mamenshia friends and we tifo nyina menchia menu ona sisi menchia no menchia no friends and elder and no unya menchia na menchia nanado dankwa akufado ne leadership ne okase say friends of so build a Ghana beyond 8 no sa agenda no is in full swing na thanks to the mercy of his government no the mercy of his of now being our no pushy sa Ghana beyond 8 agenda Alan John Kojo Chairman Inoma say Nanadu.
This is the last time I saw by you also Alan and a lawyer also Alan.
You say about who supporting Miss Nanadu say of Ghana beyond 8. Now only mean Ghana beyond 8 without industrialization. Oh, Africa behind say about trade, about industrialization, about creating of wealth. Obit more compare to Alan John Kojo Chairman. If a Ghana beyond 80, it will be dependent on your ability to rapidly industrialize. That's Alan had the brain behind it. I don't know the Messi, Lionel Messi of Nanado Haben. It's me chair Alan John Kojo Chairman. And now could be a factor at home. Zia momo ye friends and banchin ni bayireno ni bayireno ni bayireno
bafo be na kwatisa ma bafo na bafo nya ba de bi abdo musapa ba abi go
opro didi awam
so no ka alakash is a kid alakash chela mo ja mo musapa ba
ocha no ma
ana ye
What could be a factory? No, could be a factory back home. Oh, you could be a factory back home. Could be a factory back home. You know, lawyer.
They are looking fresh in
or a lawyer.
Just for the people,
cash for the wife.
Let's go about the campaign manager.
Gold NCA.
Okay.
So idea sometimes it's wrong. Idea quality.
Say you so can you find
exactly. You know, who's a bar Kasapa. Alan Aseva. MPP and this in whole.
Okay.
Because I know Alan a factory.
Yes, it could be no of us any Alan.
How much is it, baby?
Sir.
Oh, but you see,
now factory
politics and just on.
But more premise will be about me. Very neat.
Easy, and the premise maker. But the point is that you see the point about premise maker. The point is that factories are ye baby. You know, more funny pa. More for MPP for. And
MPP factory.
And you won't just NDC for. You factory now. The benefit of Ghana for you now.
Okay.
Oh, and because of that, no, in background in young Sainty factory see bano. Obia be penasem. Oh, because of the real transformation ba or creative worth my man for in juma ye. Oh, it's a copy money da mo bon pie man no. Bon pie man say nyame entum kwemu. Now nyansa no. On AD in the transformational agenda of this country. Inti me chia motie for you so.
Na no this year na say Alandia.
That year.
One district, one factory.
So one district, one factory no.
Yeah, man mantra.
Fashion why na ekasa o to because
ko chama ko
me because o kasa me
Alan na the brain child na.
Yes, one factory Alan brain child we kaya yeah campaign for 2016 elections no Nanado Dankwa campaign his excellency okachobia say oba 1D1F no. And so 1D1F no ya lanchamanten enyansa na lanchamanten no be man we di nim.
But young fellow chassis and who am for my Ghana for
massively.
I'm a Timmy employ a Timmy aketa for youth na engagement here to say ko because say mabunu engagement ya educate hoyo and a bad woman sa ho kire ba manum yes wo gini e bi Timmy si wo manum so sa one district one factory no ye Timmy emiti de ne expect ya na
in fact
so
in fact we have overmet
Kasapa.
You see, industrialization is so critical. The friends said for the foundation and the basis for our 1D1F initiative because share area say countries now. Countries are you feel say your economy is near strong. Issues of unemployment here low no. To say the USA, to say Britain, to say Japan, to say France, to say Belgium. Ghana for be brave no. Feel say this a whole no more kwanza enya hope no. Countries are heavily industrialized. Now sometimes you can't some of these things are the impact of industrialization. The agenda is industrialized Ghana is so crucial to the development of our country. No, you see, you can trace it to the time in history, the time before industrialization. What kind of history? There are two issues, and changing Nipa as in the changing how Nipa LEV. You talk about the agricultural revolution, and then you create cities, towns, villages, because when man was able to domesticate plants and animals, then now man Nipa those days now wondrous, they could then settle and then plant their food and also animals. The second most important epoch in human history, industrialization. Now, another is around 1760. Now, share the quality of life before industrialization by and after man started industrializing. Now, a phenomenal. To extend so with Britain, when they start here, now common life expectancy, before industrialization, 35 years. After industrialization, life expectancy, as I say, it drew fantastic levels. The average British live up to about 76. So in terms of the quality of life, in terms of sustained growth, in terms of per capita, we say industrialization change BBR. And now, gender we say idea we don't really have a choice. Now, I'm not say 1D1F no MPP started. It was the last time I saw about the philosophies of the parties. Many are on us so but didn't I say about 40 philosophies of the parties no. One thing I say was one of the cardinal philosophies of the MPP a private sector being the engine of growth.
Okay.
And so for MPP, what they will do is that for MPP government and our philosophy, we make sure that we create the enabling environment so that the talents, the innovation of the people of this country can be maximized. Into 1D1F on MPP, then you say a buying and a buying as AC factory. A buying through the 1D1F you create an environment as a private person, our nyansa, our dream, our idea of creating a factory, a bit easier for you to create a factory, So what are some of these? So one, tax holiday. What come about all the machines? Friends saying there's a waiver on your duties. Buying district assembly is not up in terms of access to road and all those things, so that you can establish a factory. Now between 2017 and now, yes, our 1D1F initiative, 104 factories and I completed more 80K of.
More started here now. Said the amount for a year.
So combined.
Okay.
So combined, so combined, the combination of the young existing ones plus fresh ones.
Right, but the former president John Dramani Mahama, he expected say, okay, you per se 1D1F, he ain't touch on that. And so the best start TBB, Commander Sugar Factory. Why?
So tell me, so far John Mahama for NDC for now, they believe so. Factory, they are buying a factory, So I buy an Kasana ABC factory and South factory in the same way. If I will go even all the way back to Kwame Nkrumah, Kwame see factories every. And the difference between factory Kwame Nkrumah see here, and then the John Mama very revamp. I don't know. Commander Sugar Factory, he didn't build it. It was there, and he tried to resolve it. I said the difference between the MPP and the Kwame Nkrumah and the Mama so attempt to say MPP them are buying Ankasa NC factory.
Okay.
What a private initiative. What we do is you create environment, we create environment, to enable private people to establish the factories, manage the factories, and own the factories. What does that say? Offer Commander Sugar Factory, which is here, and we are a bina is here. Now, young Kai say. Commander Sugar Factory, almost see, and because we see Commander Sugar Factory, and they produce sugar. And you say one no say buying so very critical to the ability or to maximize that factory. A constant availability of sugarcane. They don't got it. So we see factory. We say you claim say we see factory, and I don't think say the factory or more River Pip factory is in doubt. So that one is.
But abaya to us. Yeah, abaning to me. What farmers no. Now on some raw materials, they feed the factory no.
And I say a matter of we don't believe in say a buy only factory. It's a Minister for Trade last or call a parliament or say pay strategic investor. I'm not signing concession agreement.
Okay.
So take concession agreement. So I call say we say constitution are buying only something. But open say private sector and private person. They didn't take a rim a running at the end. Only woman concession. So woman concession is working with the amount for 20 years, 80 years running. At the end of the year, let's say 10% of
build, own, operate, transfer.
Every year, and we are one way. Yes, also PPP. That's our concession. So that's so say a good is the idea. But say Brandebe explore now we are my this percentage a concession. So a strategic investor because your core philosophy and believe say a buying should compete with private sector for business. All kind of fair countries are not use as strategy. Say USSR, or compare USSR now Russia. So let's say America will believe in private sector now. We compare more maybe in terms of economy and things. It's clear. So the right way to go in economic development is to create the environment for private sector to meet that charge. That's what they say. You have so many examples. You can just do a simple comparison between the West and the East. What's the West? Western Europe, the USA, Canada, and the East. The East being former USSR, which is now defunct. Hungary and other countries and those is not from Iron Curtain. If I just take Germany, Kai say Germany now first one country. After the Second World War, we had East Germany and we had West Germany. To extend Berlin, there was a Berlin Wall. Who caught the western side of Germany? That's all share the development, not share the prosperity. Now who caught the eastern side, not share the despondency. I think so the issue as to whether or not factories and I say economy, whether it should be led by private initiative as compared to government. I think is a war that has been won by Omomoye for private initiative. So as we speak, there are 104 factories which are functional. I employ in Crawford more than 200,000. Apart from that, one do I have just about also is creating a more opportunity for Ghanaians to create real wealth. So maybe so
tomato factory
for a company. I take advantage of the 1D1F no.
Okay.
Now 1D1F it's almost like people youth no. I saw BRCs. Yes, our common user facilities. There's a common user facility. There must not cost Savlugu in some produce rice. Maybe can take 3 months to process the rice, to even process the rice. They say you see common user facility, farmers own and is owned and run by them. They can to your rice. You go there with I think it take it months no, within a matter of a week no. What process or rice? Just imagine the economic benefits. Transformation, industrial transformation agenda will have on the people of Ghana.
Okay, but as coming 1D1F. Only say so far so good at why.
Yeah, but for my share with you for me be a topic we feel by it anyway, but Kasapa part of our daily we have had to confront with because typical of NPP no. The Debian and your ma the bomb was for him. Mainly sloganeerism. And to be any beto needing. Na omodi ayanyom. Na omodi ayedidi. Say the be Ghana for a rain feeder. So maybe big a crabia na kwako dani enyum to. Lan ko for mu Kasapa. In terms of just to digress, my catcher will be say adeba kwame hu say na etusi or Alan campaign previous na communication. I know I America for any kuku one no more better. Radio to say they are okay. One can say this around Alan Kokono wants a some say, and they seems to be pushing this 1D 1F argument, you know, to more or less like dwarf a year Baumia because now Baumia is more or less like I didn't know you. We resign into this ICT, IT, or so, no gem, or son has no gem. We are not seeing real impact from what you're doing. But the Alan company, so push that 1D1F as their triumph card. Or more or less, and for me, they seems to be picking on a good internal man, or he doesn't see any opportunity be there or take advantage of. Industrialization. That is what we've all been clamoring for all over the year. So there's a need to say, also you build the industries because, bro, this whole issue about administrative work will be a person in office a year, you know, and my or my into pong.
Yeah.
Some of us who have been lucky to travel outside, in that exposure, no, will tell you say, in fact, Sikana Kasano on me Sikano, a year on no ma. A building factory thing. Yeah. Today, Jeff Bezos virtually own the world. Mm-hmm. In fact, America has to virtually beg him in order to have access to his satellite. This man is now moving to the moon. He is going. He controls Kasapa. The American economy now. Yes. Yes. He controls the American, and this is Amazon.
Yes.
When Amazon started, not eBay crash started at that crime, but the American people, no, once America for most of them, like BBI, how Facebook before Facebook, there was MySpace. Yes. Now if anything, one other social, networks. In fact, there was even Yahoo. But once America for so Facebook, you know, the way we are and. Mark, it's no some of the Makuma ina a tatua, it's company beer or peso co and in Biano. You're not a person or align home with America, but the system will support you. Look, those who make money in America, people within Sanujuma. In fact, who person who drive all the big trucks, build 2021 GMC model, 2021 your friend is saying all the big trucks I talk. I mean, people into masonry, people into your friend saying plumbing, people without that one. Maybe I just say we are into NBA basketball, and that's how we are into IT.
Yeah.
Office akasa in America no do not earn anything until if office work so $11 per hour, but there's construction work $20
per
hour.
Okay.
It's no and none of the who shame until the piano we hear Mahama year co-elections no na the issue about a friend say in Sanujuma Nedana Kumaso still trading. Yes. And a also a national Yankas agenda. Say 1D1F, you can say NDC started. In fact,
the 1D1F.
They may change. So see 1D1F. No, the good thing with them they say more a coin a certain name for it and it's selling.
Okay.
But with companies, industries are buying air so much. Emma Omogudi, it has always been there. In fact, okay, your Mahama performance with these or more do pharmaceutical industries, you know. Some of the beneficiaries to Binko, I mean entrance more and then the Dimbe entrance had friends international partnership. Others who share the poultry farm, on all the stimulus packages are to me there then someone saying who share the growth in the free zones enclave. You see, and then we were able to even put up a befitting edifice for the Free Zones Board authority and authority. A trade that extend even beyond Tema Accra to other regions, and that is how may problem now with the implementation of this 1D1F a year. A certain lack of transparency.
Okay.
In it. Emunaho. Na and a basa na akwe so political say I mean utibi so say onye aban bi nipa okokra na de wo nyoma ekokra na na ya reject.
Okay.
Those accusations have been there and there. There are companies and for the monster can to date omo dey account mo database of 100 and something but metie area launch Martin ewo Asempa FM some months ago. And
Kasapa.
The operational companies now crying more than 50.
Just one intersection. So 1F no 258 companies. They are operational. 104.
Okay.
104.
104 na year juma.
A year juma as we speak.
Okay.
About 150 or so a year under construction.
Okay.
I think 100 and so mobilization stage.
You see?
So 104.
Chairman.
In fact, Oko Ministry of Trade, or more 1D1F site. Oko
information. You see? All I mean, so, about a party about the problem on the Biomunya accountability. Say Omoka figures and in fact the same about you, President Beck different one. Minister Beck different one, spokesperson Beck different one. What are the specific figures? What are you see? Tama you are by Umia account to the people now or introduce you this checker, the fact checker. Minia, it was a fine opportunity. So display all the 104 pictures. My Ghana for any opportunity. And I took quiet Chairman. Just once they are there, and no we a tangible if any say edifice.
I'll bet we don't such.
I'll bet we do same way.
Yeah.
You 260 MMDAs in Ghana. What's what you mean 500 and 200 and a year 8 year. What they say ni party two foundation kura me who say you two foundation. Na so obi it's a district I want. So we need baby work about there over there.
I better draw attention to it.
Time and time again we've had districts and here complaints of mubi. We na we me hu hwe na me say let's know just account me ebeboa ala even the project our person here. My yehu what is the adame bisa this simple question on social media say reference or committee resources on eboa man what is government's level of commitment? Again, a government airport. What are the tax incentives? What are the percentages? Only a buying a partner a year. Some of us within oil and gas industry. Oh yeah, go to so your permits now be genuine. Your bedding, a more technical support and I say be and it's done. My year specifics. As
support I would
specific item by item. Say and not no minister appear the same program. Then the concern came so even banks now may refer to for certain support. The bank themselves are dragging their feet. No more specific, I think ADB, Ghana Commercial Bank, and the minister sought to explain that there were challenges and then they should go back. People are facing genuine challenges. Some of them, the people who are the influence in Abaywemuno, it was true. And the been also I see, and I mean I will not blame you. There are people, unscrupulous businessmen in Ghana who may see a fine opportunity to even create wealth. Or you're serious, committed to about the business. Yeah. Or pay investor and into this 1 million people fund to Kuma. The next woman with all that. Typical of Ghanaians. Your man project money. Project we no to move banks. Not at the end this I am very much committed to because yes all this unemployment can
your personal business
yes I mean I've been in business in the oil and gas business and the be make say me kwase di my way abroad you know ma ye opportunity to kwan I experience life outside Ghana. Look,
standard practice
if you have traveled, if you've been in Asia, if you've been in Europe, if you've been in Americas, and if you've been a friend say yeah, also who say no maybe what open now. Not many will be because I'm a Dr. Kuba and I come look. When you go to Confanochi today, about 50% of their nursing staff have left for America.
Okay.
In fact, more free aqua America when even the country is not earning a penny. But you see, the same nursing for you, your backlog of about 3 other a year. Yeah, or more. But when you go to America now, look, the chase for nurses and health service providers, they are ready jobs. In fact, so when you say Barbados, your friends a model now we implementing now. If America is having a money because you have to write a certain certification exams in here, you know. And then my team because I say only in South Africa and India, and I say if you have that kind of human resource, maybe to me they know maybe better you do. But in any case, we say you hear more. I say the only reason why they are not being of use is because infrastructure didn't know.
Yes, and it's going to be true.
Yeah, you Mama Shas here no. Ekufuado N2 so and any 1111. Coming pie boy in an senki enko 2024 na 1111 ni na aba. Na nese for year a tifi year enye adwuma ko sua de e omunye adwuma yom se nya adwuma ye. But the fact is that you were enough human resources here that are unused. Okay? It's about time you know better say. Maybe who send you because it's a adwuma de Ghana for when you go out. Na so pay in terms of commitment and holding into a adwuma na boni be recruitment bia no first or less your friends Africa. The next first a year Ghana.
Okay.
Because Ghana for e to kwankwa brochira adwuma no ye a obekunu hwaye ahobra se ye edu ho na etimode na ye didi no Ghana ha se le bi no kwani ba no kodu ho a obi se adwuma na o se me ye this guy eba itino boni bia ye recruitment a na so kase o mi fi Africa Ghana pe no nkwachi because anwode na o de beba commitment to the job a obey enyife na wo onti se ya anufo ni bia on de o ya na aka na adwan ache no itino ye ntumi nkoso and the oman ya bro.
Right.
Honorable. It's a good thing. Let's support it. But munjai
but yeah, Alan Kojo Chairman presentation of Koyo Oman Imra Shimujafie was 278 factories, you know. Mantam Dunsia no be
what is the question?
Was the Ashanti region 54, Eastern 37, Greater Accra 76, Central 19, Volta 13, Northern 6, Upper East 7, Western 11, Bono 19, Bono East 10, Upper West 6, Western North 5, OT 3, Savannah 4, a half of 5. North East 3.
It's we don't to Ashanti region Kwabre East ye wo Kwari hwan ye wa ha say e Kuro so ye the support to say na
I understand.
but in terms of the support, clear because the tax waivers, friends, loan interest, subsidization, support is so clear.
Right.
And info I'm like very transparent.
Kwame, mama
muti.
La member was this. Kwame Simanu, mama mrabo. Na yɛhwɛ commenter the former president John Dramani Mahama ɛyɛ wɔ Kidnap Radio in Techimai Bono East no sabi repeat wɔ Moonlight Sunyane wɔ sɛ wɔn patro wɔ ho de wɔ kan yɛ no ano no it seems sɛ ɔmo nti ase na brofo no ɔmo nti ase idiomatic expression kwabi yɛ kyɛw sɛn wɔn a ɔda mbabu na no words like this instigate and incite and stimulate mbabu no kwabi so your objective wɔ ha.
Me Enra, I don't know. Ghana were read a report to be a statement that I made, and I mean it's emphatic. There's nothing to apologize for. Dear President Mahama, but Ben why? As a man who can't any media the idiomatic expression aspect of it. Yes, you didn't say idiom. Say a kusku na sani manuma a chip of the old block. Very like the father. I think those in your man. They said they are now and no more yana no pay. Now ye pay the bidiago pa. And there's no any chinye bieni. Says an idiomatic expression. Yeah. Na minim be a chairman or you chairman. And minim how long he has been a chairman. But only chairman Santo Jana.
Only chairman.
Okay, lawyer. Today, oh, but I'm going to sign to switch chairman. Yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Into na minia. Na dimi juma in politics there. Adult life, everything. Sentiment. You say, I know elections when actions on anything. Na many Freddy say me deep politics search. Me start say me a polling agent 2005 offensive by election. I no crown that time because Nana Twata was the minister for Central Region. I mean in a year in Israel and crown more or less like a threat on me. I mean those times politics. I pull a young guy who is challenging constituency. MPP for now minister ban all cancer now year. I mean those were the things. But who be a year to about NDC polling agent? Ye born as to throw. I mean, run for your life in 2008. Me say you can no can did them not fine. Kwabre.
Free police station now on coffee.
Me say as at 3 p.m. almost on sign forms on your tour banner.
Kwabre.
Kwabre. And overseas police station A.
Kasapa.
In front of Old Secretariat Bank anywhere. Yes, so one few on your tour banner and likely I want to anamete me feel so no. So we enemy. It comes a bema. Okay, sir, 2008 first round. And master, will be a Janio. What's agent? Let me too soon up. See, then now on energy cum Ekasano. Me say 2008. And yes, will be say. Time I Johnny fee hono. The next stop a or fee. That time myself will judge and fee. I mean, any quiet. You do papa no. They say Bemunsu. Eh? Neka or the peer they come monitoring. Ne driver wouldn't be a driver for taxi driver.
And they didn't buy fee.
And then buy fee and then say goodity. O tini su e su mama when fee. Would be here you come fee ewa. No osu. Because he uncle for year boy. Hey, obi a when about here we just say until Kai 2008 there. And there you the polling sheet near the quadi
collection sheet.
No, oh, answer. Just a nippon or Janja. Hey, Oko a friends a Jamas no ya. 2 o'clock, I said to Benny. What's about trouble? I said to Abana Amo. It's been trouble. And those are the time I knew you biometric. Me say, and yes, will be see you. I will bet to your ticket and that time near you biometric register.
Yes.
What is you? Otua a bebroso into mento ya trauma. Then only one workers. And because what say Anna baby a registration, you didn't when you maybe a meme walk. If both your friends, a police station, me do do me NDC ni NPP for stronghold omu nyina be bom nsamra na obi na and also we issue kakra na say that is the community we lived in until no say bukura na ye fa inside enka sabiu eno no yanti etuo tutuye ene bete si abu obi ya chichu bi nsagu na che ne ye parliament candidate alpha kwa so ne ya sesa ne nsagu na chi ne ya chichire da koto classroom bi eno bi don fo ye de ekoyi eno de ne atibi. But this phenomenon ya to aba na ye to ya tisujers for a gu abonten na ye boni patriote se sabio ka frache ye hwehwe kusie bi ekunure manajo na nipa nwotwe ato na minia ye wie ya moral society sabio ka frache ayemumu. The Peace Council is mute, the civil society is mute, your friend is saying clergy is mute. Obi anywa call the president to account for. Ghana this year prior to that, na ayawas West Wogon esi. And na branti or no sabi na ko born bo kaka de hwe na busua. Ene na say. In fact, the compensation aspect of cry na ye a minister commission in a report here no. President say budin. Ono mo kan ye. Esi ye no Mahama share the international community at the chum say adie kosuni and you watch a video now where these guys hooligans here kuto mo into the army say ye noble army profession dino threatening say we signs of worse to happen in 2020 true to their worst and nipa wotwe and ye account for adan na wo se koto aba nipa hwe ne nko. And then you take Ghana for Musa. And these people are not the people from the community. But your community need hey, Ubana is especially Kumase. You who anima onasi sini jajimi no na ni para boy jinahasi na ye de akwa koda do be win no win de onye yi no na ene ya ma nkofo bi because of tumidie bi obi pese odi nti no na ya ma asrafo adebonyefo we no mu ababeka asrafo no ho na ya momutuo na ye boni patuo eno ena sadi we nyina eba besi anokwan kan no ya dim so se ye to abawie na se won tiase kra wo police station wo opportunity say ye call coalition center constituency ya betuma coalition na aye but ene the ekusi ye nyina ye hu ebi techman south it's clear indication say NDC even polling agency na you crown coalition in crown quite different from what the presiding officer okay the course is Eastern region it mean we a call to national duty a national service
but should it be do or die
is it the na say me I would have wished it has the expression itself has been so blunt and the former president Mama I know would never and some of us we think say that trait, that positive trait aspect of him, somewhat a shortfall. Because people think that let me make 2012. Now it should be that time not period been an once 2012. Ira Mahama had taken over from Ira Mills. Now Mr. If you UK Abanebe election. Now yet you come and say Charlie. They say oh na HFM one now so yeah bunko for us easy then our guys that times when they were this party if we they had assembled at the regional coordinating council. PVOB was the one coordinating the PVOB can say I'm not going to release you guys, nobody is stepping out. Me say sa election say can this year win here can me nim dey kebeto papa no
come so can organize
because the mama giving order said nobody is supposed to cause mayhem anywhere. That is the extent at which you tame your people because which are party for na so and nipa no su and then the buy. The reason why I have somewhat attachment to Ayana Manfo say Alan because I know Alan is not going to win, but you see the demeanor of the man does not depict Obia or yet to train me even when in the MPP no ye cheating no the worst he could do was to say I resign just so there will be peace in the MPP. And it's not because you are a lawyer or sitting in America. It's not me. People who have, but they do baby who are said they are okay. No, you say it takes two to tango. And then so many nipa na ye do be bi o se machia friends international community machia mpanyfo e dey atom anim till date obi ebu ne egu so me one of the reason why since election no me to me na kwansi asori dem and because I come from a church very influential in Ghana pastor for dey na kasa a wompa in fact when they make statement na me a politician or china ke betumi amiu one ma ewu ye na betumi amiu into the mawu kura no me you obi amani ya ma chika and say aso ma si ya mo kokun kwa am koye and you just die. Everybody is behaving as a shiency, but this thing is out of the normal.
Okay.
Nipa, if I what's your tour background nipa baako record yes you call rally obi accident to me see he say you should die to strap for your mom friends say true ni ku nipa and no na what say we concern no na nipa on any review how now can you say that who should apologize. You see we should be concerned about how to have solution to this. We should be concerned about giving justice to nkrofo na omo
here justice
na that do or die in there me dem aka me say going to 2024 election with me leading the NDC youth in Ashanti region we are fully committed to that do or die you best settle every single dispute at the
and then am obey
you be Kasapa say obey say obey boy kro no ye mpeni you be kwa he obo masotra mebo obi me expect so obo masotra me say gu mechi men to bro let's have the right things done. So what I say?
Ochutu abechutu.
Masa, a buy your friend is saying, hey,
come.
You see, I don't want to even go to you can only fire bullets in your in the end also be on
yes.
Some you say ye true kwa kasra for kwan komu the people America crowd to make work defeated mebwa one and a sophisticated than a the Guinean president a buy young I mean on one it shouldn't even come in. We should add in us here to about we are committed to protect the election no matter what for catch so mo de abande e ko to amamu eye mo asede se mo protect e bana ye beto amamu no ye di omo hwamo by 2024 minia you see actions ye nyina be ye adwuma ye wi ha do be wi no wi ni ye wi that say ye wura friend say e ba omi na be wi ni a na ye wura mahama wi ni ye fama no Ghana adam the day no wu Akufo Addo had to wait
la mi tie o
friends and I say over part about violence obi ntimi homo say mo be fa tu asotwa mo bebo MPP me kai time MPP for atam etu elections issues that I think that this one thing as I say your institutions your police sometimes your military omo boa ema peace sustained during elections I just say it me create a system institutions no will work now I say friends as we try say soldier shoot to ubit match to omo we and say you media so rest in peace but to just say omo obi ko no without putting in proper context no very unfortunate because ye to aba obi to aba and I just as in unko fa ballot box say odi edwane unko ho enko conse confusion editor say kono to aba neko na me the ye mo wan say ukọ amanone US UK omo to aba peacefully as in BNC I didn't na ye kroma say to aba sometimes no as in largely no peaceful but in remote cases no yeah in SMC these are the issues apart from everything else no I just say yes is it the case that we have so much riding on the elections and was your country your koto aba you really do win na even public toilets no part and win and crowd for say akopami omo so most of the time no sir remote violence no because too much rise on the elections and in 24 no omu use boys no too much because once you on the money you this so can say hey because I say PV obeying it will stop if you have a system PV obeying what so much control what if PV obeying is in background now only be or you're level-headed. Now say Muntisima, then what will happen? Or can I say I'm or say oh, and that one is on this one very gentle.
I resign. Resignation already.
Let an that so Mr. Waya sometimes your facts no. Because the story about it so say more boom microphone, more theater microphone F say more enjaya. Me resign. It even from resign. Okay. So back to the do and die there no. Matthias had do and die issue na. Do or die issue na. Matthias mama say idiomatic expression. Let's any idiomatic expression. Do or die any idiomatic expression. At best now it can be termed a mantra. Na ewo do and die ewo brofumu no. Do or die. 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 I mean do or die. Do or die, you know. No, me say do or die. Okay, so for avoidance of doubt, no. Do or die.
Okay.
Oko abakosema 8th August 1942. Southern India for per omo fahudie. Britain for ruling India for more than 200 years. Omo fahudie. Omo tisa movement no friend quit India movement.
Okay.
Quit India movement. Now quit India movement the one of the things that no move omo episode cry in fact say Second World War time no Britain for the India for call war oman siki omo consent into omo to quit India movement. Now 8th August 1942 no Gandhi making some speech bia or omo speech no do or die speech. That is the name of the speech no. Now that was the first time do or die no ever into your lexicon no. Satam na obian used to do that. Yente there Gandhi can shortly. Yente Gandhi. So udini yaman. I say here is a mantra, a short one that I give to you. You may imprint it on your hearts and let every breath of yours give expression to it. The mantra is do or die. No, but explain what it means. I say we shall either free India or die in the attempt. We shall not live to see the perpetuation of our slavery. Every true congressman or woman will join the struggle with inflexible determination not to remain alive to see the country in bondage and slavery.
Okay.
Jomama ka do or die no. A mantra, and what that mantra simply means is that either we win the elections or we will die. And you're so irresponsible. Maybe you're so irresponsible, especially no. You see, in the it's gonna be continue. In the context, Gandhi ekasa in the context no in the context matter for stop in the context no na omo pe fahudie it was war.
Okay.
Gandhi Canadian remember mama dia a peace time oh yeah former president for you to go and say do or die, which means either we win the election or we die. A call a declaration of war. A declaration of war, and it's so irresponsible to kind of find the Mama so wakada. Say nobody can match NDC when it comes to the unleashment of violence. Some mama ya say do or die. Either they win the elections or die.
Testimony. So the essence of my praise is centered on your grace.
Right, me da siam fast the mobile atwedi ampon yankopon yanka se Ebenezer hano body atwedi ampon yankopon wadi abedru aseda kase enkoma Kobionasas incoming youth organizer NDC in Ashanti region and penyi se yesuma benyansafo yensuma na montenten wa penny dues edru hano makai ne kakra mame ame fast da kase emami ame boss lawyer Andrew Apia dankwa wono kasa de man pipi amayuko omone penyi fo be ka me ho na no penyi me producer kwasinsi ya director setimi bo ame Frank Ochre na pe Emmanuel Baini Chei Bobo da nyame nshiramo me so yi de brana for twaso I work Kasapa 102.5 what the nidaso bre when nidaso was here we ready mo wanna go TV Princess Boatme twaso what the easy Friday na twaso the programs manager Kwame B sales manager Israel Banawo sales phone nyina ozo Ebenezer ne abusuafo nyina meda ma ase Avemia mi business manager Charles Nana Debra meda ase
is centered on
na menka ho wamfa ho si wadi frem no fi ba makraw